You can do that shit one-handed.
Catch like the.
Fire. Wait till you get like a shit that can just hover right next to you. POV point about to be lit.
Yo,
you get a second person view. That shit don't even exist.
Yo, yeah. If porn start getting drones to film that shit.
So that's wild.
That's OP.
That shit just like
just
mid fucking.
It's one porn
like
site.
go right under, get the whole.
It's one porn site where the nigga gives the bitch the camera and she be holding it. So
I've seen that shit.
That shit just float right there. That shit'll be fire. We good?
Yeah. We recording?
Are you recording? Oh shit! All
right. We've been recording. Yeah, we've been recording for the past 3 minutes.
3 minutes. Oh shit!
Let's get it.
You in angle and everything? Yeah. I bet.
All right, what's good, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Neapolitan Ice Cream Podcast. It's your favorite trio back at it again, Christian, Will, and Joe. We got some special guests today for the last podcast of 2019.
Yeah.
We got a full...
It's the vibes.
Not a chance.
So yeah, we are joined today by my cousin, the one and only Armando Vizcaino.
Gang, gang.
Insert soundboard.
Drop a bomb on it.
Soundboard in 2020.
What's good? We need some bombs. We here. We chilling, man. It's calm Saturday vibes coming in from the Bronx by way of Atlanta right now. I need some more bombs. We need some more vibes. We're happy to be here. Thank you to my cousin Christian. Thank you to everybody that's here. We chilling, man. You know, we about to have some fun with it.
Right.
Shout out 2019. Fuck you.
You know the vibes we on?
That sounds like some Bronx shit. Shout out to 2019, but fuck you though.
Dead ass.
It was a great year though. You can't front.
That shit was trash, man.
Was 2019 was trash for you?
That shit was regular.
Talk about it.
Actually, it was pretty. As far as this podcast shit, we're slowly growing, so it's been fun doing that. But other than that, it's just been like,
son, we started
a lot of tedious shit.
Bro, we started the year. Do you remember our New Year's resolution for 2019 and the podcast?
I remember that.
We did a podcast episode.
We did, but I don't think we ever published it.
That was our first episode.
Really?
Yeah.
What was our resolution?
Our resolution was to get this shit popping.
So talk to me about that progress.
It didn't pop. You know, it didn't pop in. It's pop.
How far we've been coming through with that. So
you know, 300 followers. You see the movement.
Yeah, we started with none, so it's growth.
Some progress. So you know, I'm sure you can
50 now.
You can measure. Hey. Ooh, you can measure how much you're learning for the whole year.
We learned a lot, low key.
Yeah, we learned a lot. We ain't make a lot. We learned though.
Facts.
That's the key though, right?
Yeah.
In 2020, we're gonna keep learning. No.
Nah, we always learning, bro.
That's a fact.
But yeah, how was your 2019?
Yeah. So if we
give the people a little tell the people a little about yourself.
Yeah. So you know, we was born in the Dominican Republic. We're gonna take it back to birth real quick. But fast forward to 2019, I just moved from Texas. I was living out in Texas. Shout out San Antonio. I was getting my master's degree in education and all that. And then moved back to New York for the summer, and then found a good job out in Atlanta. So we out there just living life anew. And like, if you haven't lived by yourself yet, like fully on, it's crazy, man, because you gotta you gotta learn how to really, you know, conquer, you know, whatever voices you got in your head. Like if you're talking about doubt, if you're talking about whatever's holding you back from achieving, you know, the goal you really want. If it was 2019 was to really get the you know, the podcast going.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, bet what are the principles and the values that I'm gonna have for this whole year that's really gonna line up with that goal I want to reach. So when you get to this point, it's like we've actually have come a long way.
Right.
You know, there was none of this a year and a half ago.
100% facts.
What
do you do for work?
So I'm a teacher. I work with
Yo, man, it's crazy how many teachers I know. And then, like, when I was a student, I used to forget that teachers were fucking human beings. Until you like you have friends and shit that are teaching, it's like, damn, that's crazy. People look up to these teachers, and but they be out. You see them on a Friday night, they be out like
smoke all the weed, drink all the liquor,
and do all the blow. I be seeing them wild out. I'm like,
about to blow.
All right, so that's a perfect segue. So we could quickly introduce our other guest, Kofi. I don't know if you want to hop on that other mic, hop in the frame real quick.
Go ahead, bro.
So we got our other friend, Kofi.
Oh, jeez.
Yo.
Kofi is the first supporter of the podcast. Yes. He was our first patron. Big ups. First person to put bread behind the brand.
Yep.
It's been love since day one.
Man. I appreciate y'all doing this.
Kofi, like Mondo, is also a teacher.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
And knowing both of y'all should not be teachers.
Or maybe we should, because we see the world the way it's supposed to be.
Oh,
shut
shit.
the fuck up.
Class in session on a Saturday, nigga.
Nah, but Kofi, tell the people a little about yourself.
All right, well, like he said, my name is Kofi. From Queens, New York, you feel me?
Yeah.
What's up? You feel me? I don't know about all y'all, you know, this Bronx shit, this Harlem shit, you feel me? I don't know, nah, I'm playing. I'm from Queens, though. I just recently moved out to Houston, you feel me? Just trying to discover me, you know, like, I don't know, I was tired of New York, you know, just doing the same thing every day. You wake up, you go to work, come home, you feel me? That shit is boring. Like, we all young, you feel me? Like, you gotta find a way to branch out and experience life. Like, you feel like I know y'all be traveling all over the world, so it's like y'all know like there's more out here. You feel
Definitely.
You feel me? Like,
it's good to get the fuck away from here.
It's that fact. Like, and you realize it's like you don't gotta live this way. Like, you feel me? How New York is all bunched up. You feel me? I'm out in Houston. I got space, peace of mind, all that. You feel me? Like, you got acres. You feel me? Nah, yeah, acres coming soon. You feel me? Acres coming soon. I got a balcony though. You feel me?
Talk about it.
You feel me? You feel me? But nah, I appreciate what y'all doing though, because the people need to hear real general shit. You feel me? Like, they don't want to hear that, you know, watered down, whatever you want to hear on the TV.
Facts.
Yeah, big facts. Y'all need a soundboard. You feel me? Press the
button. Coming real soon.
We've been working on that since day one.
I figured it out. We're gonna have the next one.
I would say we don't have enough money for it, but it's free shit out there.
We're just lazy as shit. That's all.
That's a fact. Yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna get back to seats.
Yeah, no doubt.
Feel free to tag in when you're ready.
Yes, sir. So we
might as well pull up the chair.
Yeah. I wish I had another chair here.
So what's first? Another chair on the soundboard.
Chair and a soundboard is on the budget for 2020.
Big things coming in 2020, bro.
Talk about it. What we got on tap, yo?
Well, hold up. I want to know still. How much do y'all talk about? How much like shit did y'all talk about your students in school? I wanted to ask that.
I think when you really start teaching kids and just teaching people, working with people in general, you got to take a different mindset. You
mean to tell me not once if you talk shit, that little motherfucker's a fuck up. He ain't gonna do shit. You never say that?
I've never said that about a student.
Good for you.
Good for you.
I talk shit all day.
That's the teacher answer.
I fucking hate this.
I mean, like, how would you feel if you knew, like, you know, you my mans and everything, we chilling, and next thing I know, I'm talking to Christian, like, yo, this man's a fool. Like, you know what I'm saying?
No, but like,
yeah, we crack jokes.
Students that go out their way to make your life miserable. Like, they try to fuck out the whole day.
What grade do you teach?
Yeah, I work with 9-year-olds, so I teach third graders.
They're like, junior teenagers.
Yeah, no, junior high school and up is where you could really like talk.
Teenagers when they start fucking around. Like,
and then I coach middle schoolers. So
like, he's fucking her. What?
Wait, what? In middle school?
No, like high school, but
it's really crazy.
The teachers fucking?
No, like you talk shit about like inner student romances.
Gotcha.
I mean, that's easy to see, you know. You observe that. That's like students are not too nonchalant about what they do. Sometimes they are though. So you got to be careful out here.
What about teaching has changed you?
Ooh, so it's like every day, you know, you about, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Every day you wake up, you got to see yourself in the mirror and, you know, ask yourself who you are and who is the person you're going to bring into this space, because you're constantly being looked at, especially as a male. So I've really been working on encouraging a lot of other young males to join, you know, teaching, right? Because I'm very happy to see you doing your thing, bro. You know what I'm saying? So
Up real quick.
there's a big need for young males, especially to enter the classroom, in the elementary world, you know, any kind of way you can, because that mentorship is needed with this generation coming up, you know, and you got to ask yourself, who are the people really in the classroom? Who's teaching your kids, spending 7-8 hours of the day with your kid, you know? Sure. So you really got to ask these questions, and who's really shaping the mind. So that's why I do it, you know. And then the biggest takeaway for me is just that reality, that transparency. How am I going to be transparent with people? You know, because I have to be transparent with myself first. So that's what I take away.
You have to filter a lot, don't you?
In a way, you got to find out how to be like culturally authentic, how to be authentic to who you are, what you represent, especially in the space that you're in, and then, you know, kind of bottle that, package that in a way that's people going to be able to relate to it. You know what I'm saying? Without compromising too much of who you are.
All right. Yeah, no,
you want to add something?
Yeah, I know you this man right here.
I just want to say, because like he said, he deals with the 9-year-olds, but me, like, I deal with like 2, 3, 4, 5, you know, like babies. You feel me? So like, honest, like exactly what he's saying, like, but like a lot of these kids out here, like, I hate to say it, but like it'd be like single moms. A lot of single moms be coming into my daycare where I work at, like, it's like always be telling me like they need that, you know, that male figure, like, and it's like, I'm not saying like that's my seed now because I got that, you know, like, you feel me, like, but at the same time, I feel like it's an obligation, you know, like, just as a black man, you gotta, you know, just take the time out to show a kid, like, you know, yeah, I'm here for you, you know, like, you don't gotta worry all the time, like, you know, like,
I respect that, OD.
Yeah, that's a fact, like, that's the way you gotta look at it, because most people that become teachers, it be people that be like, man, miserable. That's people that's teachers that we hated when we was younger. You feel me? Like, that's why I fake wanted to be a teacher.
Whole class uninspired and shit.
I feel like out of all the years I went to school, I probably had like 1 or 2 teachers that I can actually say like, nah, this was actually a cool ass teacher. You feel me? All the rest of them was like bitches. You feel me? Like I can't front. Like, they always make you hate coming there, so you do some dumb shit. You feel me? Not so to either not go or like, you know, let's fuck around so you get bad grades or some shit.
So are you a proponent for education reform and like changing the structure of shit?
Dead ass. I'm. That's a fact.
Damn.
Definitely need to.
It's not the weed talking. I'm just saying.
It's definitely not the weed talking. This is definitely facts, because the school that kids know now is basically they teach them to take tests. You feel me? Teach you how to do multiple choice and how to answer a certain amount of questions. That not teach you for life. Because when somebody come down on you, got a 4-5 to your back of your head and it's talking about, do you have answer A, answer A, do you run, answer B, and there's no some shit like that. You gotta learn, like, you feel me, like, you gotta think on the fly, and tests in school and shit now helping you teach, like, you know, think on the fly like that. You feel me?
Low-key teacher, I feel like teachers are like an underrated profession. Like, some of these teachers are like, can dead ass be like heroes and shit, like put you on to like shit that you learn, like life lessons that you could go and live with forever. So I fuck with that. My mom's a teacher too,
Yeah, see? Big up to the teacher, you feel me? Teacher appreciation week. I better see gifts from y'all too, you feel me?
You'll see it. I got you with the Venmo.
Venmo request and shit.
I appreciate you, fam. I see you making money.
Thank y'all for both the inspirational talk. Let's get to the shit stuff.
Get to the bullshit. We're gonna talk some bullshit today.
All right, so let's jump back into the end of the year in 2019. New Year's is like a couple days away. So that means you're about to see a whole bunch of people with their New Year's resolutions.
Yeah.
Before that, you're gonna get a lot of 2019. I didn't make it. I almost didn't make it. All that bullshit. 2019
they gotta tell you about the struggle
same
first.
Shit that they said about 2018 too, and 2017, and probably the year before that. It's all about the same shit. So you gotta get through that on social media, and then 2020's new year, new me.
New year, new me. How many times you gonna say hey that?
Forever.
Yep.
So we talked about what our resolution for the podcast was. I don't want to like jump back too much into that, but I want to happen. Yeah, we known. But I wanted to talk about resolutions, and if y'all have any like individually, if y'all believe in it, if you have any opinions on that, or like what do y'all feel about?
I don't believe in it.
You don't believe in it at all?
Yeah, I think. Oh,
well, real quick, let's just take a survey. Don't believe in it.
Short and sweet, no. So you go.
No, I don't believe in it.
Mondo?
I got some.
Right. He said, y'all motherfucker.
About to get spicy.
Yeah.
I was going to be spicy 2020.
Hey, that fault.
Oh, me, yeah, I don't believe in that shit because I feel like,
right?
I don't know why you have to wait till a new year to be a better person and shit like
Facts.
that. Like, new year in 2020, I'm gonna be nice to everybody and shit like that. Like, you a bitch now though. Like, what? Oh, bitch be like, yo, I'm gonna start replying to texts in 2020. Like, what the fuck?
Bitch be better.
Why you waiting until like next week? Like, what the fuck? What's good now? Like, what the fuck are we doing? So fuck that shit. I agree with you. Why do you have to put a timeline on when you want to be a better person?
It sounds like you disagree.
Stop being a better person right
now.
now. I need to hear it, boy.
Talk that shit. You get that spice.
Here's what it is, right? I think what is time, first of all, right? So you got
that's that master's degree.
That's that fifth eye-opening brain mind shit.
So you got to think about, you know, the cycles you live in life. What's your creative cycle? You know what I'm saying? So you have an idea, you act out on it, it fails. And then what do you do next after that failure, right? So you're going to take that reflection time and you're going to double up for the next period where you're actually going to repeat that cycle in a different way. Okay. So when I look at like the resolution, the New Year resolution, it's like, all right, this is the perfect time to reflect this week, right? Which you should always be doing. Yeah. But at the same time, now it's like for those of us who have trouble actually saying, yo, because every day you could change up, you know, you could make a resolution. That's your point. And I agree with that. But, you know, it's a great time to also this is the official time to move forward. All right, next step.
I feel him though.
I feel you. Like the main point for me is why do you have to wait till the next year to do that?
Some people just don't have it in them to just be like, tomorrow I could do this. Like some people.
So what's gonna change when it's a new year?
That's me personally. Like, well, I agree with you while you saying like some people need that sort of structure in order to get there, you know, plan it out. And that's fine. If you do, I understand that completely.
Facts.
But my whole thing is, what a lot of people focus on their New Year's resolutions is like they think at the flip of a calendar, their whole life is going to flip with that, you know?
That shit blows my mind.
So, and I think that people need to change their long-term habits and what they do before expecting like one day to just a light switch to turn on and be like, all right, I can turn it on now. I can do all this shit. And people just need to be more realistic with that.
One thing, I know some people work better with like deadlines and setting a specific time. Like by this time, I need to do this. So I can understand that, but at the same time, I don't believe that those people who are waiting for the next year are gonna actually change.
So you think there's too many people out there waiting for that next change?
Yeah. Because people, and then there's the people who be like, "Yo, 2020 is gonna be my year." Like, nigga, it's been a year for 3 years.
Why can't it be my year? Fuck you.
You know
but no, I just, to be honest, I find, or this is just tendencies that the people that say this shit, again, said it last year, said it the year before, and it seems like nothing's changing. So that's one thing. Two, if nothing's changing, why are you constantly needing to publicize it on social media? There's really no, like, it just seems like they're coming up with excuses and looking for outside help, which there's certain ways you can look for outside help. I'm not going to go into that rabbit hole, but like, I think it really reflects upon yourself. But like, you keep saying the same shit over and over again, then you're putting it out there, and then at the end of the year you complain about it. Like, it just seems like a bunch of excuses and not enough shit that you're owning up to. And then you're using that as like, I don't know, as like not just an excuse, but like, I don't know, some sort of like reason for it. I don't know. I just that's what I tend to just see.
I agree with that. It's like, I think to counteract that, you have to be hyper realist with yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to be completely true with what's going on with you, right? It's a lot of people lying to themselves. Let's not be
for real.
You know, let's not lie about that.
Lying to themselves and us,
right? So if you lying, yo, send me that Venmo. You heard me? Damn, that Cash App, whatever.
That's Zelle.
People be forgetting. You heard? What I'm saying. What I say to that is, without that honesty with yourself, it's like, of course, you're gonna be drawing out from different outlets to try to, fill this void of change that you're trying to enact on. So,
yeah. So while I don't believe in New Year's resolutions, really, I do fuck with setting goals though.
Oof, talk about
that. That's what I'm all about. So like, being able to like put a timetable, like hopefully by this year, if I put in the right amount of work, I can achieve this and that and gain this and that in that amount of time. That's different from a resolution though, right?
Yeah. No, I feel you. And the thing with the New Year's resolution, what I don't like is people giving themselves a timeline of a year to like complete it. So it's like, all right, like we said, oh, in a year we're gonna get this podcast up and running, blah, 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 whatever. So a lot of people will say, all right, I didn't get that goal in the year, so fuck it, it's done.
Slow,
yeah, it's slow. Not knowing you could pick up on that, keep it moving. Not saying to yourself, okay, it could take longer than a year. Like we don't even realize that half the time a year is a really short amount of time. Like time fucking flies, son.
I always tell people, if you're at a
Christmas
job,
was the other day.
I consider you, if like people that work with me or whatnot, I consider you new until you make a year mark at least. That's otherwise, fair. You're still new because you haven't experienced everything within like that whole shit. That's fair. So, I mean, there's so much to learn from too.
And to add to that, there's different like starting points. Like for me, moving to Atlanta was like marked a new year for me or a new beginning for me. Right. And then I could go back and track my progress from that point. That wasn't January 1st. That was August 1st. Right. So I think we all have different points that we gotta think about where we're starting from.
No, for sure. Not I just think those who publicize it. What with all these goals, instead of just keeping it to yourself, you're focusing on everyone else rather than yourself. Yeah, which is if your goal is to fix yourself, just focus on yourself and not your followers, not your friends and whatnot. Yeah. In terms of that,
Here's my question, yo. Y'all got three words, 3 values to come up with that you want to live by. That you've probably been living by, but that you want to like. This is what I'm about for me.
3 words.
Yeah, going into 2020.
Get this money.
Yes, sir. Get this money.
I got mine.
Is that going to be our title?
Get that. Mine is get that pussy.
Yeah.
Damn it. That's a good one.
You gotta do get this weed.
Get that crack.
Where the plug? That's my 3 words.
What?
Where the plug?
Where the plug? What's yours?
What's your 3 words?
Gin and juice. You heard me?
Kofi, you got anything about resolutions? Any of that shit?
Let's get it, boy. Like everybody was saying, you shouldn't strive to do something for the next year. You should strive something to do something tomorrow. You feel me? Like, don't wait. Just do it now. Like everybody.
Oh shit.
Damn.
Damn. My bad.
Nah, it's good, boy. I'm making sure you good. Like,
it melted, but shit. Yeah, you got.
They say, oh damn, you got that second hit that I was talking about.
If I pass out on pod, that's content.
Facts. If it's on camera, it's all
that's
good.
Bonus. That's bonus. That's only for the Patriots.
Oh, then you have the seat. If I pass out, you can take my seat.
If we still record while you pass
out,
that's lit.
The show goes on.
Yeah, we got content to record.
Can't stop.
Yeah.
Can we make sure
can't
you
stop, won't stop.
We get down.
You gonna sign a waiver, making sure you know.
Hey, I said it on cam and on pod. Y'all good?
Nah, what were you saying, Kofi?
My bad. All right.
Yo, y'all one funny bunch. So I can't. Y'all one funny bunch. But basically, just do for the tomorrow, man. Because when you start getting lazy, I'm pretty sure everybody been there. That lazy moment in life, you just like, fuck it.
I ain't want to come here.
You feel me? You gotta just get past that lazy moment, and you realize when you start getting past that lazy moment more and more that better shit be happening for you. You feel me?
You got 3 words?
You already took mine with a plug. Nah. I don't got 3 words, but I got 2 words. Polish wood.
What?
and put a stamp on that. All right?
Oh shit!
Exit left.
All right,
Way left.
All right, so we all just talked a little bit about the future and what people got planned and how they want to plan on attacking those goals for the future. But let's take it back and talk about the year that was 2019. Because I don't know about y'all, but 2019 flew. Like this shit was quick. Like I don't even remember what happened in.
I feel like 2019 was kind of like bread that you didn't toast.
Ooh.
Like it shit was.
Getting metaphorical. Getting metaphorical in this bitch.
I know, like you can eat it, but
that shit
kinda
ain't
like
hitting.
that shit
Yeah,
ain't
you're right.
hitting.
This nigga out here today.
Nah, it's weed talk.
So you gotta do it every episode.
With a plug.
That's a pretty accurate description, though.
I just feel like I don't know. Personally, and like entertainment wise, I felt like this was a down year in music overall. Even though I learned a lot and found out more about a lot, it was still overall like 2018 was better
For music?
Well, I'm not done.
My bad.
Movies. I didn't really go to the movies too much. I didn't feel that hyped up for a bunch of movies.
Well,
to
you've seen the best movie of all time.
I don't think Endgame was the best movie of all time.
Tripping. What's better, Titanic?
What? Nah.
What movie you saying is better?
I fuck with Dark Knight more still.
That you tripping.
Nah.
Endgame?
Yeah.
This nigga's wildin'.
This
nigga wild.
I ain't gonna say nothing. We're gonna discuss that later.
Hold up. All right, take a vote. So you have Endgame.
For the best movie?
Of all time?
Wait, Dark Knight versus
that's
Endgame.
what I'm saying.
You're tripping.
Dark Knight versus Endgame.
Yeah.
Endgame.
All right, fine.
Nah. Look, he's taking his head.
No! Come on, let's take a vote.
I got Endgame.
Oh, fuck you.
I dare
No,
you say
just
Dark
the
Knight.
one movie, not the whole series. That's like,
1-on-1.
1-on-1?
It was nothing to think about. It was good.
Dark Knight was
really
a
not
movie.
Endgame.
Y'all saying that because
But my whole thing is Endgame put a bow on what is the greatest movie stretch we've ever seen. It was like the perfect ending.
Endgame wasn't even the best one.
It wasn't.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Facts.
It's still better than Dark Knight.
Infinity War was better than Endgame.
I mean, but you know, it's hard to look at them two differently. If I'm being honest, because like one
movie for
builds
movie.
up
No,
to that,
I'm
and
here
then
next.
Endgame was too epic. I ain't gonna hold you.
So why don't you?
What do you have?
Oh no! I just just chiming in because Dark Knight's my favorite shit.
Thank you.
I feel like Dark Knight was a
I agree.
classic. Dark Knight was a classic movie.
I think there's so many.
I don't think
quotables.
the series is all that fire. All three of them, the trilogy,
It's definitely
it's not all that. Like the third one was trash.
that's cool, but the singular movie.
Oh, yeah, that movie's a classic. It's a classic movie.
Because the Joker died. What's the Heath
No,
Ledger?
no. I don't know. I just it was.
I'm telling you.
I'm telling you. I've already mentioned this before, but that was the first movie I left the theater.
You were 10 years old.
No, I wasn't. I was like, oh shit.
Nigga,
Like,
you were fucking
I felt
13.
it.
Like, that's why.
No.
You felt it?
Pause.
You didn't answer the damn question. Pick a
Yeah,
side.
I'm going Endgame just
Fuck
because
you.
if you go back, I need you. Did you rewatch that last fight scene?
Nigga, what you
The last fight scene was great, but
Okay.
I also got like
nigga, that last fight scene was 40 minutes.
My biggest problem with Dark Knight is Maggie Gyllenhaal is ugly. Like, there's no way he would
I
risk
can't
his
even
life for
argue
her.
that.
You can't even like. There was no way he's gonna go
that's
try
not.
to.
I know it's not billionaire pussy. I know that.
And exactly. So I can't buy into the story after that. What do you expect? He's not supposed
It's
to.
not realistic.
Yeah.
Joker killed that movie, and he was only in it for like a total of like
No, he
10
bodied
minutes.
that role.
Who's the best character in that movie now?
And
I
that-
think it was Joker, but if
think it was Joker?
you actually look at it, he's in the movie for only like a total of like 15 minutes.
of screen time.
Yeah.
My boy was in the movie theater with his clock. Start.
So we got 4 votes for Endgame.
And 2, he
3.
doesn't want to vote.
You didn't want to vote? What the fuck? Can you ever give an opinion? Alright, fine.
He looked like it's
Fine, y'all.
He looked like a floating smile, son.
Fine.
He looked like the cat from
Bro,
Alice in
that's
Wonderland.
racist. I fuck with it. I fuck with
That's
it.
fucked up, bro.
He got a black sweater. Turn the camera so they can see you.
No, you can turn the camera if we had the fucking gimbal here. If we had the gimbal here, we could have turned the camera.
Oh. That was fucked up, man.
All right, fine. Yeah, I got it with Endgame.
Yeah,
I mean, don't get me wrong. It was the best movie this year, but
yeah,
that's a good comparison.
Though. How about Joker though? Yeah,
I fucked with Joker.
Joker was dope.
Joker was dope.
It wasn't better than Endgame.
Nah.
Hell no.
It's a close. It's a close number 2.
It was a good number 2.
It was good number 2.
And the nigga lived up to.
Yeah, he did.
Not par for par, but you know.
He killed
like,
that shit.
I don't want to compare like one's better than others. I think they went different directions, but they like that was a great movie. I fuck with that shit OD.
By the way, we got our boy Drew in the cut off to the side and
Queens in the building. I just dropped the bomb on him.
Is that what they call that? L gang?
That's what they always call it.
L gang. Alright, L gang, nigga.
I got something to interject one.
Get in there.
Niggas always be skipping Queens like we ain't lit. You feel me? I went to high school in the city, and everybody was like, Queens ain't shit.
Facts.
But I can't front. I bet now. Niggas always jacking his 50 shit on Instagram, right? Yeah. Where my son from? I don't gotta say nothing. I better have his money on Monday. You feel me? That's what I gotta say.
Send the Venmo.
You feel me? Send the Venmo. Send the Venmo. You feel me?
I saw my queen name.
Send the Venmo.
All right, so that was that movie talk.
That's the only. I feel like those might have been the only 2 movies I saw this year.
Yeah, same. I mean, in theaters, yeah, I think.
Yeah.
Wait, what was the movie with?
We seen Us.
Yeah, Us. We saw that. That was cool. Kind of forgot about that shit.
Yeah.
Bro, I forgot what came out this year. But you were even talking about music. I can't remember what albums came out this year.
I don't feel like there was a classic album that might have came out this year.
Man, shout out that Roddy Ricch album though.
I heard that was fire. I didn't even get to that.
That album really bodied.
What's the name?
I'm shocked. I didn't
Robbie and Corday is a fire.
Oh, he had a good album.
Corday's really good, I think.
I don't know if I can say it's a classic, but I like pretty much all the songs though.
I still need time for. I need like 2 years to call it a classic.
I don't know. I can feel like a classic. Like when
Young Thug, So Much Fun came out this year.
So wait, so you telling me when you first heard like Kanye West Graduation and
I didn't
like you didn't feel I felt classic like
I
shit.
did. That's what I'm
you know it's a classic when you just last song and repeat that whole shit. Yeah. Just go through all them bitches again.
For me,
like you run that shit back.
That's all I had.
I didn't have like the palette for music that I had for those first couple albums. Like I didn't feel that until probably like 2009, 2010 when Cudi dropped, and then My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. Mm-hmm. Like to me, those both felt. All right, you're right, because I did feel that for those 2.
Yeah, you feel it. I didn't get that feeling from an album this year. I enjoyed albums hearing it.
I've enjoyed a lot, but I've mentioned this before. This has been the year for new artists for me. Mm-hmm. I've kind of brought back R&B.
You brought it back?
No. Yo, y'all been fucking with R&B this year.
He said I brought this shit back.
Let me finish.
I send that Venmo. I brought it back.
That's another.
Cash at me.
I brought back R&B into my fucking phone. That's what I really brought it back to.
So you did it with the use of one phone. This man is a legend.
One phone. One phone sent it to millions.
On
Spotify.
On 2
Music,
bars.
Yeah.
2 bars. No Wi-Fi.
He used his data for that. Yeah. For y'all. He used your data.
Being sacrificed.
Yo, you got a hotspot?
But I'm about to play that fire.
No, but for me, R&B was dead for years. So like, I felt that. I felt
for
like
years. I don't know. I've been fucking with some R&B motherfuckers like SZA. He said she looks like a crackhead. He said she looks like a crackhead.
But you know what's crazy about SZA? She's low key, a little
fire.
She's fire, but she's a little. She's smutty.
Smutty?
I don't want to drop the ball like that. I'm not dropping the ball.
What do you know?
I'm not dropping this. I just know a couple of niggas that, you feel me, she went to high school with, and niggas said that, you feel me, she was a little, you know.
Oh.
But she from Jersey, you feel me? So like
she's weird. She's talented. Don't get me wrong.
She's not weird. She's fire.
No, she's weird though.
She's definitely fire.
She's weird, but that's why I fuck with her. She's fire too.
She's definitely fire.
I'm right. Fine.
I'm definitely K-Sling. It's over. Even if all those rumors, it's over, bro.
Yeah. So I've been fucking with SZA.
He said Shuri from Black Panther looks better than SZA.
He's tripping.
You see, this nigga. I mean, everybody, to each his own. You feel me? You can't take it that way.
Hell no, he don't get his own on that one.
He don't get his own on that one. You feel me? Teach his own.
Nah, that's OD.
She was a sister, right?
Shuri's the homie. I would dab Shuri.
She said Shuri's the homie. Damn.
You would have fucked.
I go to the store. Since I'm trying to get nasty with it.
Trying to see what's good, like do something strange for a little piece of change. You feel me? I mean,
but back to the music.
Clearly, I'm in the minority in this one. So.
The irony. But yeah, SZA. Who else I've been fucking with?
First of all, she didn't come out with an album this year anyway.
No, last year. You said it's been dead for years though.
Until you brought it back.
Yeah.
Last year. No, I meant like not. I didn't.
So 2018 or 19? You're saying?
Nah.
It was like I meant like it was dead like in like the
2010.
Early 2010 to like 2015.
Here's my thing. It's hard for me to know what exactly is R&B in this day and age because like R&B sounds like hip hop
and pop,
and hip hop sounds like
a lot of it turns to pop.
Like
too.
it's hard to find a mainstream rapper who doesn't sing now.
Yeah.
I don't know who the fuck. Like I mean, who's really spitting?
You know who the fuck? I got you.
Send the host. Whoa! What?
Wait, what? No.
What the fuck? This nigga's getting... New year, new queer.
You were waiting for that. Huh?
Got that one in the top.
Yeah,
right. You don't know what the fuck? I got you.
Nigga said new year, new queer.
All right.
So back to music.
Back to music.
Back to the tunes. Yo, I was telling Will this on Instagram the other day. I was like, yo, it's crazy how like the sounds of back in the day, because y'all know me back in high school. I was fucking I was like, with massive like dirty shit. I ain't
he was like talking about Dagger all the time.
Yeah, like you feel me, like because it was the island vibes and niggas was not jacking it, and now
Afro beats and all
now
that shit.
everybody is jacking it, jacking the wave. You feel me? Like this one used to hate when I used to be on some. You bumping the same 10 tunes back to back to back. I can't.
I still hate if you bump same 10 tunes.
I'm gonna bump the same 10 tunes back to back to back. You know why? Because it's the fire out right now. It's the fire out right now. So that's why
you say right now. All right, never mind. Go continue your point.
I ain't gonna lie. You fucking with Welcome to the Party.
No.
You feel me? Y'all fuck with the Welcome to the Party.
Because I've been talking about Pop Smoke for like the past 3 days.
Yeah.
And I've had different convos about Pop Smoke.
Yeah.
Bro, Welcome to the Party, he sounds like he has dropped the same song 3 times now.
But I can't lie. You pump that shit in the club and that shit going crazy.
I'm not gonna lie. It does.
Everybody gonna be doing that shit. Hey, you feel me? Everybody gonna be doing Everybody's gonna be doing that.
Is that what they do?
That's the moonwalk.
You remember when we all made a line and we were just like, hey. You don't remember that?
Nah.
What? He was gone. He was sleeping or something.
Where was I?
Low key, that's
You
the
was
sound
lying.
right now.
I was all doing it.
I was too daddy that night.
Someone was there, but
He wasn't there. Like, yeah, he was there, but he wasn't. Like,
for Welcome to the Party?
Yeah.
He said me.
They welcomed us with that. You don't remember it?
Where was this?
The party.
Which part?
The party.
See, now you're fucking.
real quick on the Pop Smoke tip. Yo, it's straight energy though. You know, I feel like I've had conversations with people. They talking about the lyrics. You know what I'm saying? I don't think the lyrics is that bad.
It's not, to be honest.
But it's real energy. Like
it's not
that's
that good either.
And that's
Wow.
like I do feel like it's faking authentic, New York sound.
It is.
The beat is a London beat. It's
it's definitely
UK grime.
UK grime influence. But when he gets on it,
it's New York shit.
It's New York shit.
Like I heard about the song. And then when we heard it in the spot, we see like the whole shit. Everything getting hyped.
Yeah.
It grew on me a little bit, but it's a.
I can vibe to it, but I won't like go out of my way and be like, I'm playing this shit right now. Yeah. That's how I feel. Like
I do fuck with the energy.
Dior sounds kind of the same.
It's literally the same. It sounds like he just gave
I
two
don't
more
know if
verses.
the Jack Boy shit, but the Gaddy song
literally
sounds
the same
like
thing.
the same shit.
Mm-hmm. Fabio Foreign,
Fabio Foreign, another one.
But I did admit, I did kind of fuck with
same
it.
Formula.
I don't.
This is the same type of sound, but one thing I don't like is how New York is just letting all these Brooklyn niggas. No offense. I like how the town is buzzing, but like I don't like how all these Brooklyn niggas. What's up with Queens? What's up with Bronx? You feel me? Like, we gotta share the wealth, because like at the end of the day, niggas looking for Atlanta niggas for rap. Niggas not looking for New York niggas for rap. And at the end of the day, where does shit come from? You feel me?
Shout out Atlanta real quick.
I feel you.
They taking us ours.
I feel you.
Yeah, I mean,
you fuck with the Atlanta wave. It's good music. I'm not gonna take away from their sound, but at the end of the day, real rap that comes from New York. We gotta get that shit back.
Actual factuals.
So, what's it gonna take to get it back, though? We talking about a certain sound. We talking about the lyricism.
I can tell you exactly what's gonna get it back.
No,
I can tell you exactly. Nah, because we always talk about this shit. New York don't help its own. New York never helps its own. But you know how much talented shit we have in New York, and your next door neighbor won't support you.
Do you know where that started from, though?
This is very true.
Huh? It's very true. But you know where that started? It started right where you mentioned 50. That was the start of the end of the whole New York wave. New York had a nice little, because New York had right around Ja Rule, Fat Joe, Jadakiss dropped New York. Fucking everybody was rolling with each other.
You said fuck Ja Rule?
Nah, fuck
that.
That nigga's definitely a legend.
Back when JDMX and Ja Rule had Murder Inc. or whatever, they were all rolling together. Belly came out. Like New York was one. Mm-hmm. Something came through and fucked that whole shit up.
And I'm not saying 50?
It was. I don't think it was. It was 50. He'll tell you it was. He did it.
I don't think so. I'm not gonna blame 50 as a whole, because at the end of the day, 50 knows influence. He fools the masses, but at the end of the day, if you want to support your friend, you're not gonna not support your friend because of 50. What niggas out here, I'm not throwing no names or some shit like that, but niggas was like, you see how. Nigga album be doing music, doing this, then that. Niggas actually nice, you feel me?
Right.
He's better than Pop Smoke, nigga. Niggas supposed real bars type shit, you feel me? But nigga won't get the sound that he needs because not everybody is gonna jack that shit. Like niggas gonna jack what's popping right now, you feel me? But not what's real, you feel me? Like
people tend to gravitate towards what's trending and shit like that.
Type shit.
They whoever like has a trend, like for example. In this day and age now, you can be trash but be popping.
Yeah, exactly.
Music wasn't like that.
Exactly. You don't need bars right now.
With social media, that's how it is. Like if you can
need a buzz.
Yeah, if you can like make a song that's memeable and you make a meme that go along with your song, you can be popping like that.
That's a fact. Like,
but in like the early '90s, you had to be nice.
You gotta have
to get a
content.
deal.
You gotta have content with your shit. Like, but like,
so
like
I feel exactly what you're talking about.
But can't get mad at them because at the end of the day, this shit's getting the millions. You feel me? How you gonna stop doing some shit that's getting you $1 million because it's not real?
Right.
Fuck that. Give me millions of dollars. Give me my million.
Where's my bottle opener?
I got a question for y'all.
Get on the mic.
Mondo has a question.
How do you stay true to yourself, to your roots, while on this chase for the money? You know what I'm saying? How do you stay authentic to yourself? Is that a valid question?
It is. You don't chase the money though. It's not. It's not something. I don't think it's something that you could do. Really, you can't do both successfully. I don't think. I think that if you be yourself, you're gonna get whatever money you need to fund and continue to be yourself on whatever level you're meant to be on.
Now you're doing all of that, right? For example, like one of my biggest things this year was I have my goals, I have this idea, right? But right now it's like I'm not living that yet. I'm not living where I want to be 10 years from now. So how do you tell somebody, right? How do you give them advice and say, yo, I know you're not where you want to be right now, right? But how do I keep my faith in my dream? How do I stay hopeful in my dream? How do I wake up every day and make the choice, right? As you were saying, right? Every day is that chance. How do you make that choice every day to say, yo, this is what I'm going to do? And it lines up in accordance with my goal. You know what I'm saying?
Right. How
do I stay faithful to that?
I think a lot of it could be results driven on like smaller aspects of it. Like if you see something trending the right way, I'm not like you have long term goals and short term goals probably, and if you start to see results happening, you probably understand like, you know what, maybe I'm on the right track. But even though you're not where you want to be, if you start to see the right path, if you start to see success in what you're doing, if you're putting in the hard work and you're getting rewarded for it. I mean, a lot of times what I've noticed now, I manage a lot of kids. I manage a lot of Generation X people that they have a
Gen
different
Z, I think.
Gen Z, you're right.
Yeah.
Gen X is the one before us. My bad. But Gen Z people that, you know, their mindset is different than from what ours is. You know, right now I've noticed a lot of kids have to see the reward before they work towards the reward. And that's unfortunate. So, like, you know, they have to see what they're in line for. Either that, or they even have to get what they are in line for before they start. You know, they think, yeah, exactly. They think that if I get what I am, then finally I'm going to work and live up to that, as opposed to work harder than what I'm getting paid at and then get rewarded later for it. So, yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Yo, like as you saying that right there, it's crazy because you see how when we was younger, we aspired to be like doctors or lawyers or some shit like that. There's kids out here nowadays that aspire to be YouTubers.
Yo, and it's crazy.
It's
I think about that a lot too, but
like
that's
what?
Generation Z has a lot more opportunity than I think we do. Because like that was never a career.
That was never a career, but
being
I feel like
especially because it can be technically from a labor standpoint, it can be easier.
Yeah, it's way
easier. It's way easier. But and I'm not saying like
trying to
you don't have to force yourself to go to school to be able to get it like a
like there's so many more platforms now than where there were before that you have more resources. You have more of that at your disposal. Yeah, you don't have to put in that grind. You can get exposure like that, which back in the day before the internet, I mean, even I'm not talking like a fucking boomer here, like we're old as fucking boomer, but
no, seriously, no, I feel you.
No, but like it's literally different. Like our mindset is still relatively compared to those of generations before us, where we still have to work hard and then get rewarded for it. But these motherfuckers now are spoiled. They don't give a shit. They're exposed so much to such an easier lifestyle that they adapt it and then try to make it work for them. But in 20 years down the line, I wonder what they're gonna end up with.
Another thing I was gonna say is a lot of skills and talents can be self-taught now, especially with the internet. Like for example, I went to school to learn graphic design. You can go on YouTube and watch as many tutorials as you want to develop your skills and become a graphic designer now. Same thing with like a lot of other like technical things. And professions.
Niggas been fixing cars off of YouTube videos.
Like you can just YouTube tutorial, anything you want to be able to do that. But to answer your question, Armando, one thing that I do, I surround myself with like-minded individuals. Like seeing the homies grind makes me want to put in work too.
Do better too.
Yeah, exactly. I don't want to be the only nigga in a circle slacking. Exactly. So if I see these niggas put in work, that makes me want to do the same thing too. So when you do that, that's how you stay.
That's type of people you need to be surround yourself with. So you don't want to better yourself, and your man's is on some still like
I'm slacking and shit like that. Like
I don't think the niggas will want you around. At the same time, you can't. It's like my mom always said, you can lead a donkey to the well, but you can't force the donkey to drink the water. You feel me? Like, it's like, yo, I can show you the game plan, but if you're not ready to execute, it's like,
what are we doing?
Come on, son. It's a fact. It's a fact.
Mon, do you have anything?
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, at the same time, we have a lot of resources available. I also think it's not that easy. Like, for example, right, doing just a little bit of photography in this year, right, and then we start talking about the editing of photos, and everybody's like, yo, just go on YouTube. Like, was it really that easy to really go on YouTube, find a video that is worth 20 minutes of your time?
Well,
no, it's overwhelming.
They be lying too. They be saying this is it, and it's just a reaction video of them watching.
Play with you, bro. Sometimes the video, like, it's like, damn, I gotta watch a 20-minute video, and this is only part 1 of 6. Fuck. Yeah. But like, if you get through it and actually practice while you do it, you can learn a lot of shit. Because I had to force myself to do it. Because like, I went to college to learn graphic design. But I learned in college they don't teach you all the technical shit because like for a 90-minute course they can't teach you everything you need to know. So they would give me the assignments. It's on me. They would teach me to be an adult. It's on me to figure out how to manage my time and learn this shit on my own. Be able to do that shit. So I had to watch those videos and shit like that.
I know there's a lot of high school kids out there that's trying to start a brand. A lot of people talk about, let's start a brand. You know what I'm saying? Just gonna say it's not that easy. Right. What's your principles that you're going into it with, but at the same time, right, how are you using that time every single day? And like having somebody there be like, yo,
that's another
I think it's fair to have a backup option too. Yeah. I feel a lot of people nowadays feel like they have to go gung ho with everything, especially as creators. Like you have to, but like at the same time, you got to think, what's the safe route too? Like you have to explore that option. Whether if you want to, like, granted, you have to take chances in life, but like if you want to really protect yourself, you have to have a backup option. Everyone here wants to be a creator. Everyone here wants to be an art. Like a lot of people want to be artists, and a lot of people want to not be told what to do and like do everybody shit their own way. But at the same time, that shit don't in the real world. That shit don't really fly that easy. You have to build your way to get that type of lifestyle. It doesn't. It's fucked up, but it's the truth, and you have to understand. There's gonna be people you're gonna have to answer to at some point in time.
I wonder if schools, like high schools and shit, now are teaching like different subjects. Like I don't feel like it's not really necessary to learn biology and shit. Like, can they teach us like accounting and shit like that, like graphic design and finances? Yeah, like, can we learn things that people can actually use really outside? Practical shit. I understand like with math, people don't understand why we have to learn algebra and geometry and all this shit. Yeah. I get it though. It's to be able to increase our problem solving skills.
Fuck that.
No, it's
there's whole new Common Core shit. Have you looked at Common Core?
What is that?
So it's the new way of doing math. Like basic math, it's a new, like you have to do shit backwards. You have to like find two wrong options to get the right option or some shit like that.
No, but like
it's like changing the way motherfuckers think.
Yeah. So I mean, let's think about that, right? Finding two wrong options before you find the right option.
I kind of fuck with that. The idea of it.
All right, but when I have to do homework and I'm really not trying to do homework and I'm trying to get the fucking watch.
Yeah, I used to shit on that because I'm like, this shit is pointless. But to be honest, I know how to apply my problem solving skills into other situations. That's why I'm good at games, like video games.
Fine.
I know how to think ahead of
I get where math comes
on 2K.
Yeah,
I get math.
I know how smart people.
I get where certain math comes up, but if you're talking to me about calculus and I have to take calculus, I didn't learn shit from that class.
No, it's a problem solving.
I didn't learn.
I'm telling you though,
from calculus.
Multi-step problem solving.
And I'm telling you, I learned that before calculus. Whatever I have now,
I think it's all important.
I want to listen to the teacher.
No, yeah,
I think it's.
That's not fucking fair. No, it's not fair.
I agree with you. I'm a teacher too.
Thank you.
I want to hear.
There's a line where it like gets a little too crazy.
Here's my response. Here's my responance to that is that first of all, okay, I'm gonna talk
to you like a student.
He said I'm gonna talk nice.
I'm gonna talk to you nice. Yo, shout out
you dumb motherfucker.
Shout out everybody that spoke to me nicely in 2019. You heard?
We have to be like.
Here's what I'm gonna say though. When we talk about that motivation piece, man, it's so huge, especially as a person of influence, right? As a teacher, like you have a opportunity to really make algebra, to make all of these subjects really relevant to your life, right? So
that's what I agree with.
So what do we call culturally responsible teaching? You know what I'm saying? Like if I'm teaching in the Heights, right? I'm teaching Washington Heights, and I'm talking about teaching algebra, right? How am I creating how do I create an experience that is centered around what my day-to-day is?
Right. So
by the means of algebra.
Okay. Right. So you got $10.
I'm
you got $10. What block do you have to go on to cop some haze?
And
not when you do it like that,
for calculus even more so. My man's like
The Wire did that.
Yeah.
They had to teach their kids math through drugs.
Yeah.
Oh, I get that. I just want to know what the fuck calculus.
Multi-step problem solving.
Man,
calculus is crucial.
Man,
I ain't trying to.
no, that's literally what it is. Multi-step problem solving.
That's my bread and butter. That's really what we do every day. Is you
Yeah.
know making this relevant to you. But if we talking about calculus, man, like we talking about
we talking about calculus?
You talking about calculus, bro?
talking
Like
about calculus?
it's all around
Not
us.
math.
not algebra, not statistics, calculus.
It's all around us, man.
Yeah.
It's all around us. The writing is all around us. The reading is all around us, man. I feel sorry for people. You 19 years old. You can't write a good email. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's
you want to
a
write a
shame.
proposal. You know what I'm saying? And that's not even
With
about
spell
receiving
check.
an education.
You know
like,
what throws me off? The people that I
Yeah.
know are articulate and have intellect, but they choose to like portray themselves as some ignorant, like
don't know what's going on.
yeah, like they type shit mad hood. You know what I mean? Like, but my nigga, like.
I can't front.
No, it's different. It's different when you use
these
slang.
locations, the probably throwing shade about me.
No.
Like, 'cause I can't front. I do have my time.
No, it's like using slang and shit. That's not what I'm
different.
getting
Yeah,
at. But it's
yeah.
like when you make it look like, damn, this nigga doesn't know English
Like
on purpose. I'm like, hey, I know you. Like you're smart as fuck. Like what's going on?
Why that persona, bro? Like
that online.
That's what it
persona.
is, yeah.
You know what's crazy when the online motherfuckers forget that they're showing their real life motherfucker and they intertwine them bitches and people catch on like, wait, you're contradiction. I go into that another time. I be seeing niggas fronting. I'm like, all
I
right.
didn't understand that, son, because it's like me, like I do come some crazy shit. I've done some crazy shit in my life, and so niggas be looking at me like you on some like, oh,
You once daggered pillows.
That's some crazy shit.
I just want some shit like, that's not some shit like, yeah, but like you know, like, yeah. You know, that was like 20
Queens,
years
like,
ago.
okay.
You know what I'm saying? That was Elgin, that nigga talking shit. Like, alright. But let's not front like we went on senior trip. The bitches pulled me into the room and not y'all niggas because I can dagger them pillows, nigga. Niggas, because y'all niggas didn't know how to dance and shit, nigga.
Wait.
Nah, but MHSHS, whatever that shit.
Nah, fuck that.
It's quiet?
Yeah.
You aired them out the other week.
Where?
We were talking about
you
teachers.
did.
I still would fuck.
Wait, what?
You didn't watch the.
You can't talk about her, bro. Like, I got in trouble. I can't front. One time we got in trouble with her. It was me,
Yep.
Alvin. I think you and
We all
I
got kicked out. That shit was lit.
Yo, bro, that shit was lit. You know, like, it was down.
All of you get the fuck out. Well, she didn't say get the fuck
She
out.
didn't get the fuck out, but it was
She
like
said,
on some.
all of you.
We all looked at each other like, damn,
It's
son,
lit.
like, yo, what the fuck, like. But shit, I ain't gonna say what. I ain't gonna say what we did or did not see, but shit. But I can't front. Can you believe our school with that fucking the Miss Reardon on some getting caught up? Yeah, I'm dropping names. And if you watching this podcast right now, Miss Reardon, polish wood because one, because you gave all my niggas hell. I never had you, but you gave my niggas hell.
Yeah, right. I'll fuck with that.
You feel me?
I ain't never had you.
Look, my son Will. You feel me? You gave him hell, so polish wood. This and that.
Her
And now
titties
you
big
got,
though.
huh?
Her titties big though.
Her titties is big. That's why the nigga was on some in the cut. You feel me? On some after social studies. Let me see what's up. She was like, yeah, USA, Australia. You feel me?
What?
She was like,
USA, Australia.
You feel me? That's a fact. You feel me? She was in the cut. I can't believe she really got
not
jammed
really in the
up.
cut. She got caught.
She got caught. That's just some shit you see
She
on
called it
TV.
Pangea, the shit when it used to be all one continent back
Oh
in the day.
my god,
That's crazy.
that's wicked.
Wicked.
I can't front that.
I'm hot.
I ain't gonna lie. I can't believe some shit like that happened in high school.
I can't believe we didn't catch that.
You kind of tight.
OD.
But like shit like that, like perfect example. Like you see how like, all right, I'm not saying it's okay. I'm not condoning this shit at all. Disclaimer right there. But you see how niggas be on some boys will fuck the female teachers. Niggas be like, oh, that shit is ill. But when a nigga fuck the girl student,
that nigga's a villain.
That nigga's a pedophile. That nigga is a pedophile. Let me tell you that shit now. That nigga is a pedophile. Cause that shit is sus, and I would never do that shit. Cause now I'm a teacher. Niggas say this nigga's a teacher talking about on some fucking students and shit. Nah, no. I watch SVU. You know that shit is a dumb. But you see how the world is warped on some Why the nigga tell them? Why the nigga tell the teacher? I wish I get fucked up by a teacher.
Barstool throw up some teacher smoke shows. Every time
really?
You didn't know about that? Every time there's a teacher sex scandal, they throw her up because she's bad as fuck.
Where?
And they publicize her. Yeah,
I didn't know that.
For good intense purposes. Yeah.
Wait, I got a question.
I ain't never heard.
I got a real serious question. Do y'all fuck other teachers?
Oh.
My son Dave Chappelle said 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nah, I can't front. I ain't gonna front this story because let's just say I know a person that on some. He was working in Coney Island at the time. You feel me? At a daycare. And ended up fucking one of the parents, my nigga.
Oh,
that shit is
that's enough. That was my next question. Do you have a parent-teacher conference?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
They got hit on the single moms and shit like that?
Would you say that, Chris?
The single moms. They got hit on them? Like,
that's how she said.
You know what's crazy? Single moms, we don't hit on the single moms. The single moms hit on us. Oh. You feel me? Because I'm not going to say that it's awesome, like, because you a fine motherfucker. Because I know I'm not no fine motherfucker. You feel me? It's just on some shit like on some you see a male figure doing some shit for themselves, good with kids. You feel me? That shit is just attractive. A lot of women love that shit. That shit is just attractive. Bitches get wet from that shit. I don't want to say it. That should have been a teacher. 1, 2, 3, 4. You feel me? Like, but that shit that's facts. Like females like a man that can provide. You feel me? And that shit is like halfway showing that you can provide. Like taking kids for 8 hours. Like you feel me? Like you said. Like. But you can't take that shit to your advantage. You got to be stronger than that.
Facts.
Because, like people say, you don't shit where you work. Well, you do shit where you work. Some people, that's nasty. You feel me? That's why people say.
We had a whole episode on that.
Don't shit what you eat.
You don't shit where you work or eat.
I want to know his answer too.
Yeah. You quiet over there.
Yeah, I got to know your answer.
Every male teacher is tempted with this. I know that's a fact.
Tempted. Man, who gets into the temptation? That's what I want to know.
You work in a building that's 95% women. Like,
yeah,
true.
That's what I'm curious about.
So here's what we're gonna say, man. Know your worth. Stay disciplined.
He's a teacher for real, son.
I'm like, come with the spicy shit, son.
Stay disciplined, bro. That's you can't fuck around out here, bro. First of all, if I really wanted to, you know what I'm saying? A lot of these, I mean, at least where I'm at, everybody's married, so I can't even fuck around. You know what I'm saying?
He's in the South.
Married people cheat.
They don't care.
Married people cheat.
And he in the South too. They got ratchets.
I gotta get on this man's level, right?
Feel me? I don't know how old you. Let's just say my man is 30. You feel me? 30 years. You feel me?
You're good. You falling asleep from the liquor?
That's on camera.
Nigga died on the. I don't know what no more.
Nah, to be honest,
that don't sound healthy.
Yeah, you good?
It's not.
Yo, it be happening, man. To answer your question, you hear the craziest stories. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact, you do.
So,
but what about you?
What about me? Don't shit where you sleep. That's me, bro.
All right. What about the parents?
What about the parents?
You
there be some. Man.
That's be messing with each other.
Oh, moms. Oh shit. That's
not moms and moms.
That's fire. That sounds like a porno.
You be seeing
not the moms and moms, bro.
I want that. That's what I want.
You be seeing certain families. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, how that wife know this husband? You know what I'm saying? And why
that sound like an episode of like 90210
never
shit.
Home? You know what I'm saying? Then you start to Miami, bitch, Vice City, you heard? You know what I'm saying? So you really gotta look at that and say, yo, what's really going on there? And at the same time, here's what it is. This is where the corruption happens.
Right.
You start mixing all of that together in the pot. You know what I'm saying? You talking about parents with teachers. You talking about parents and parents. You know, you start mixing that all in the
Parents
pot.
and students.
You said parents and students? Nah, son. This man said parents and students.
That shit happens.
Name one example.
Where?
Huh?
That's horrible.
That's terrible,
People
bro.
fuck their friend's mother.
That's true though.
When have you got any friends there?
Nah.
Nigga, he's the one that's doing it. That's why. He's like, your friends. No, he's the friend. He's the friend.
Yo, y'all better be careful, y'all. Shit. Yo.
Nah, you better get rid of
Have you introduced Christian to your mom?
Nah.
Oh shit.
No, I never will.
Keep it that way. Have you introduced Christian to your mom?
You know what's crazy? Nigga, Will's tight.
So I kill you.
Yo, I'm glad that's my cousin, because I mean, shit.
I mean, honestly, it might not be your cousin for long.
Yo. Nah.
Yo.
Hey, we got
First or second cousin, nigga, like,
That's OG.
That's my first cousin, bro.
Yo.
Next
All right.
question.
Nah, so
Well,
all right. All right, so we had gotten into some other discussions other time. And I feel like we here now. We here now, so I mean it's you know. All right,
it's,
so
only fair we just keep it on the same way.
Right, all right. So when we was just talking about parents and like fucking parents, right?
fucking parents.
Whatever. All right. So if you got a girlfriend, right?
Yeah.
Right, and then let's say either your mom or dad and their mom or dad, like your mom and her pops started getting together.
Yeah.
And they started, you know, they said
They married.
They started. We want to get married.
Yeah.
Is this slow for your relationship?
No.
All right.
So you fuck your stepsister?
Why we gotta, constrain it to titles? You know what I'm saying?
Where does it? He needs to answer a question. Where is your line? Where is your line where titles don't mean anything
Finish
anymore?
your question. Finish your question.
That was your question. Where is your line?
Here's what I'm gonna say. Okay? And this has it has nothing to do with my personal situation. Okay. But at the end of the day, if you have an open line of this, could be your pops, right?
Whoa. You need to explain. Where are you going with this?
Here's what I'm gonna say, bro. Repeat your question one more time, man.
Where is your line where titles don't matter,
Bro. 1, 2, 3, 4.
with the titles not mattering, right? Okay. Are you talking about like I've had a relationship with this person?
3
Yeah,
years.
you had a relationship.
You had a relationship with
Now all of a sudden,
3 years.
3 years. Now all of a sudden,
And then your parents link and
now all of a sudden, I find out my parents have my whichever parent our parents have linked together, right?
Yeah.
What do you do in that case? Yeah, you've been together, this person for way
the
before you know what I'm
girl
saying?
becomes your stepsister at that point.
So what do you do? Like
That's what I'm asking. That's the question.
Do you discard all the real, authentic emotion experience you had before that moment of finding out, or what? Like, is it over?
That's what I'm asking. That's the question.
Do you do you disqualify that? Like, what I'm thinking is like, how am I going to disqualify all that shit?
Right.
And then now all of a sudden I got to disqualify it because now it doesn't count.
Where is the conversation with your parent?
Wait, time out.
With all of this,
Time out, because my question is it not sick for the parents to be like, all right,
That's what I
we're
was gonna
step
say.
parents, like,
yeah.
So some Diddy shit.
Like,
Diddy was fucking with
Oh no! All right, so that brings me to my next question, because we talked about this briefly too. Sharing hoes with your pops.
Yeah, nigga, Diddy did that shit. That shit was nasty.
Wait,
That's what I was talking about this whole time.
he just left.
he just left it.
I don't even know if I'm
Do what
gonna
you
sit
want
down
with
and
that.
shit,
That's OD.
Yeah, but
All right, so is it ever cool to share a girl with your pops?
alright.
What?
What? Share a girl with your mom? Yo, y'all need to get a new cameraman. This nigga's wildin', yo. Wait,
with the camera?
Oh shit, that's crazy. Sharing with your pops though.
Sharing with your pops is a super.
That's wild.
Yeah. Nigga, Diddy's super corny for that.
Wait, so he fucked the bitch with his father?
No, alright. So
Lori
his
Harvey.
son, the nigga that looked like him, is one of his sons. The one that looked
Oh
like him.
yeah, they both wanted Lori Harvey.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Steve Harvey's daughter. First of all, Steve
Alright,
Harvey's
do you
a
blame
bozo.
him though? Cause she's fired.
Huh?
She's fired. Do you blame him?
That's
I'm motherfucking Diddy. Let's put yourself in Diddy's body.
Yeah, he said, "Yo, son, fall back. I got this. I'll take it from here."
Fall back. I'm worth $1 billion. You think I want the scraps of my son? The nigga came from my nuts.
He said the scraps.
The nigga came from my nuts. You think I want his scraps?
You might say you ain't hear that right. Let me
hold it down.
What if that ended up being
hit a
his
bitch
wife?
like take that.
Bro, the nigga. All right, let me put you just.
What
for
if that ended up being his wife? You calling his wife scraps?
Let me picture this for you. I'm glad you said that. Let me picture this for you. Diddy, I'm pretty sure Diddy's son got the head from her, right?
What son you talking about?
The dark skin one.
Nah, it wasn't him. It was the light skin one.
No, it was the dark skin one.
The youngest one.
No, it was the dark skin one, bro.
Nah, it was
Nah, bro. It
Probably all of them, honestly.
It might. You see how niggas don't even know?
Yo, Stat Boy, look this up.
Drew, tell me it was the dark skin one, right?
I thought it was the light skin one, honestly.
It was the light skin one?
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
It's the short one.
My fault,
Either way,
America.
It's still his kid.
My fault, America.
Wait, change if it was dark skin or light skin?
No, it doesn't. But I just want to get my facts straight.
Nigga said, "My fault, America." We ain't even out of Queens yet. We ain't local yet. I mean, out of local yet.
Now we got listeners everywhere.
I'm about to say, I'm pretty sure.
Where?
I got.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
When you looking at this,
That niggas is global. Fuck that.
Yeah, we in Brooklyn.
Yeah, but to cancel that subscription now. Nah, I'm playing. My brother. You know what? But like I'm saying, all right, I'm pretty sure she sucked Diddy's son's dick, right?
Okay.
Right.
Now you going out with her. I'm pretty sure her and Diddy kissed at one point because I'm pretty sure. Now you just out here. You feel me? Your son's beef all over that.
Are you? But hold up.
What?
So are you in the part where after the chick sucks your dick, you don't kiss her?
No, it's not the fact.
Wait,
not,
do y'all do that? Do y'all do that?
Do what?
Kiss a bitch?
After she sucks your dick.
Did I not?
They said mine. I said completely different. Mine.
Do you do it?
Mine.
Wait, what did his answer say?
He said it's mine.
It's mine. Exactly. That's my bitch. You feel me?
You do it too?
If it's my bitch.
Do you do it?
What?
Kiss after she give you head?
Did I nut?
Bro.
Listen, you did it and you
if
did
I did not nut, yes. If I nutted, no.
If it's your bitch though.
Yeah.
I'm not saying this. Bro, I'm not saying this fucking come on her mouth like kiss me, baby. No, nigga. Nah, she did what she had to do. Wipe her mouth after. Huh? What you say?
It's mine.
Not to that one.
Oh, that's sick. Oh, no.
Not to that one.
Nah, bro, I'm saying like you. If it's your girl, it's a little different. You feel me? But I'm saying, like I said, that was his girl.
Yeah.
So on some, she was doing that shit. Now that's Diddy's girl. Now she's doing that shit to Diddy. Now that's too much cross contamination, bro. That my son, like, nah, bro.
Yeah,
like,
that's awkward as fuck.
that's your son.
I wouldn't
bro.
even share a bitch with the homies. So like,
the whole situation's
with
awkward.
Pops,
So no.
nah.
I feel you, bro. Like that Diddy
It doesn't
maybe
have to
worth
get to that
$1
point
billion,
for
$1 billion, but that shit right there.
I wouldn't. Yeah, I
That
wouldn't
shit was
even
a
share
no-go, bro.
a chick with y'all. So
Can't
why would
front,
I
that
do
shit
it with
was
my
a no-go.
pops? That's OD. But I want to. I was talking about. I didn't hear what you had to say.
Tag him in.
So you would share a chick with your pops?
What's the relationship you have with your pops?
This nigga is wild, yo.
Wait,
Who had it first, your pops or you?
Me.
all right. So
Hold on, time out.
I got a question.
This is never disclaimer. This has never happened.
All right, question. If chick say, "Yo, I want you and your pops to Eiffel Tower me," would you do it?
Wait, time out. What's that?
That's when one
One
hit
is
in
in
the
the
back
front, one in the front, and then y'all give each other a high five.
First of all, I'm never doing that with any dude. You know what I'm saying? Never doing that. Nah, never
There's a
doing.
name for that.
What I'm referring to
Why do you
is
be making up the wildest sex position? That shit crazy.
Thank you.
stop white.
Stop white people.
Stop white 2020 every year, yo, every year.
Stop white people forever.
Facts.
Am I supposed to respond to that?
Nah, you
Nah, bro, I'm letting you know.
What am I supposed to do? Just stop?
You gotta fight him.
Just listen, bro.
Just stop. Just stop and listen.
Just stop and listen?
What I'm gonna say is this, right? I think as a parent, you reach.
Someone's supposed to stop and listen about you tagging a chick with another dude.
Nah, as a parent.
Wait, so yeah, go ahead. I got a question.
Go ahead. As a parent, you reach a certain stage in life where you're not so much parenting anymore, right?
You fucking.
I got a question. If let's say you have a son that's 18 years old.
That's too much.
No, I didn't even ask the question yet. You have a son that's 18 years old, and he's bringing you hoes.
18-year-olds
And older.
Oh, I'm dapping him up.
His intention is to
Wait,
bring you
you're fucking
hoes.
18-year-old
No, that's not his intention.
You're fucking 18-year-olds now.
He said an older.
18 and older. Like, you have a son that's at least 18 years old, and he's
What's
bringing
older? 21?
18
Technically,
plus.
And
Yeah.
you're like, wait, I bet you have him at 18.
Yeah.
He's 18 now. So what's that? Like you're like 30 something?
It doesn't-
40 at the most?
Sure.
30 something and he's 18? You met him young.
Fuck
No,
it.
Regardless.
you said you had him at 18.
Regardless.
You said
Look,
you had him at
I'm just saying, let's say
Your son is bringing you hoes.
Yeah.
Age doesn't matter, right?
Yeah,
So
your
what
son
you
is
gonna
bringing
do?
hoes.
Tell that to the law.
Y'all fucking on number one.
He's bringing you age appropriate.
Yeah, 18 and older. I promise. Yeah.
I mean, I personally,
21.
If I'm a single parent.
You want to tag it?
Yo, real quick, Drew, introduce yourself to the people in the last hour.
Drew, guest to actually not just the show, but my boy Kobe brought me over.
L gang, right?
You know what I'm saying? Fat Lawson, Queens.
Okay.
But nah, to the topic though, if I was a single pops
Mhm.
and my son brought me age appropriate hoes, and for me, if I'm hovering around 40, let's say I had him around that age, I'm hovering around, no matter what age I am, 50, 40, the hoes he has to bring me, if he's 18, he has to be pulling some older girls because I don't really want a teenager. Look, if I'm at that point in life, I'd probably say somewhere in her 20s, maybe like 22, something like that. I'm feeling a dip into the fountain of youth, something like that.
I respect that.
Yeah, because if I'm that much older, then like I really don't have no right being picky. I gotta take what I can get at that age. If I'm single. So she's 22, 23. She wants an older man. My son is bringing it to me. If now he didn't do nothing with her, he might have just met her and said, you know what?
Let's say he got one girl and that's her friend. He brought them both back to the crib. Like,
he wants me to tag team with him. Like,
no, not that.
No, I'm trying to figure out like what is it like? He's
So
like,
you-
yo, bro,
I
I met
don't-
this girl.
yo, I
She
don't
had a
care.
friend.
Yo, orgy with your pops is
Nah,
wild.
you can't run a train with your pops.
Nah, that's out the question.
Why not? I'm saying, I hope my life is not like this when I'm a single pops, but if I'm a single pops and my son, for me, he's like 25, and the nigga bring over a nice little 30-year-old, I'm like 50. She said, yo, she got the business.
That's a good point.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm like, yo, you got it first, but you know,
I've been saying that this whole time.
but that's wrong, America. That's wrong. I'm not condoning that.
We're
That's
international. It's more than America. It's the world.
That's wrong, UK.
That's wrong in the world.
It might not be wrong in the UK because they have a lot of different rules and customs over there. But we not.
I met chicks part of swingers clubs when we was out there. That shit crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Want to find some more?
I don't know if personally I could take what my son already had. I'll just leave it like that. I won't phrase it any other way. I probably prefer that it's somebody that he just
Pass to you.
Yeah, he's like, listen, hold that down, pops.
You can't wife it though.
At 50, who am I to deny the opportunity of love?
Where
Like,
the
you never
fuck
know.
are we going?
The opportunity
What do
of
we
love after your son just cased
No, I specifically said he did not have relations with that woman.
All right.
Oh, he just introduced.
What if he
you.
did?
Oh, all right, that's different.
I want you to say, yo, your son dick game is trash. I should have been with you the first.
We're not discussing what my son does in the bedroom. This is exactly why I know what. First of all, I mean, hypothetically, if I heard that, I'd be very disappointed. Because I'm like, listen, son, you come from a long line of capable. Like, you know what I'm saying? We have a name to uphold in these streets.
We've been slinging wood for centuries.
We go dick style. What the fuck you doing?
Dick style? How you go dick style?
No, long dick style.
That shit just dropped.
No, that shit hit the floor.
I was just saying it's morphin' time. No, it's moving. What is you talking about?
All right, I guess that's my cue.
All right. Any last thoughts on that?
Yes.
He said, wait, there's more.
I'm saying though, right? Y'all friends.
Right.
Okay. Y'all friends.
Why are you shaking his head? No.
Shout out to Smile in the background. You know what I'm saying?
My man, Smile. That's a good nickname.
Yo, cop is Cologne Francois by Jacob Francois.
That's an ill throwback.
That's the L throwback. Francois by you, Francois.
Now, what are you saying?
Here's what I'm gonna say, right? You and your friends, have y'all ever traded off? Like
Nah.
Huh?
Yo, it's crazy.
Why you not smiling anymore?
Have you and your friends ever
You can't even laugh no more.
shared partners?
Nah, I haven't.
Not with them.
Definitely not with these niggas.
Come on now.
My son walked
They
away.
gotta leave.
My son walked away.
They gotta leave.
He walked away, America.
Damn,
Kofi, you said
America.
not with us, right?
Huh?
You said not with us? Yeah, you wanna...
Let me say this, man.
I never traded with the homies. I don't think I will.
Okay, so you do your piece. That's good.
It's like this. Is it a trade where like that was his girl, and then that's awesome. Now that's your girl. That's a dub.
That's wild. That's wild.
That's nasty.
What if it's just a
But if
hookup?
If it's on some shit, say like on some, oh shit, you just so happen to meet your man's on some happen to meet some shorty at the bar, on some doodle they go home one night stand type shit. Boom.
Mhm.
A couple months later, you on some happen to meet at the same shorty. You feel me? And on some,
Right.
you had some
It's the R.
case
Kelly and
later
Usher
too.
shit, right?
Huh?
Same girl.
Same girl.
Same girl, exactly.
Yeah.
Same girl type shit. It's like, but shit. That's
What?
like,
All right, but what if
Have you
knew?
did it? Have you did it?
huh?
Have
What if
did
you
it
already knew she hooked up with your homie? What if
So
she
you
already
did it
knew?
before.
What if you already knew she hooked up with your homie?
What if she hooked up with my homie?
Yeah, and you already knew, and you.
And I already knew, but she didn't know that I knew.
Oh, she knew.
Sure.
Oh, she knew that I knew it, but she was still with it.
Yeah.
I'm saying, and that was never his girl.
Yeah.
I'm saying, we only live once. We only live
Question,
once.
you ever like partake in running trains before?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yo.
Hey, yo, you reflecting that shit was fire.
But you know what's crazy? Because back in the day was different. I'm gonna say.
Back in the day.
Bro.
Last year was different.
Nah, I'm not even. How old are you? 27. I'm gonna say my age. I'm 27. But you gotta remember, like, sex wasn't as popularized as it is now.
Sex wasn't as popping.
No, I said
Meanwhile, there's
popularized.
all these kids running around the
Nowadays,
Right?
no, I can't front. Bitches be giving it up from young nowadays. Like, this shit is normal type shit.
Yeah.
Back in the day, shit wasn't as normal as it is, but I can't front. There was this little, like, you know, 1 or 2 sleeves, you feel me? Like, I'm just gonna end the conversation right there.
Nah, we ain't adding nothing. We keep
We
it.
don't edit shit. We don't know. Probably because we don't know how to do it. But
Yeah,
That's why everybody needs to subscribe to this.
the Patreon.
The
Yes,
Patreon,
be
yes.
like Kofi. Be a patron. Put bread behind the brand.
Yeah, because
Help
you're
us
not
get
gonna
poppin'.
get nothing more realer than this. Like,
Exactly.
I can't front. Shout out to the other podcasts doing their thing, but
Fuck
this
'em.
shit.
Fuck
Like 50 Cent on the podcast.
Wait, I forgot what we was even talking about.
Son.
someone out of the Neapolitan Ice Cream Podcast wants to move on from what we were talking about.
Maybe because you did
sharing
it.
chicks. No, I never did that.
Maybe because you did it. So now you want
Nah.
now to flip the script on you. So Joe,
All right. Got it.
I know that one time. I don't know me personally, but I'm just saying. I know one time you shared a chick with your homie.
I haven't.
Now you saying I haven't and shit, but it's like, come on, bro, just get down to the nitty-gritty.
I honestly haven't.
I honestly
They
haven't.
never send any bitches to me either. Like,
oh, so you saying it's their fault they don't send no bitches to you?
if they would have sent the bitch to me, I consider it.
So now
I won't send none of them.
Now go to my boy Santiago.
I would never send none of them.
Look,
But
man.
if they send one to me, I might be like, you know what? I might do this
Not
shit.
even at a strip club?
Huh?
Oh.
Oh, niggas. Oh,
No.
Niggas pulling your card, bro.
He's on to something. He remembers something I didn't remember. Now I remember it.
Now it's time.
Oh, what? You want me to like go in more detail?
I'm saying
Yeah,
saying it sounds like you shared homies too.
Not on purpose. I didn't share it.
Come on, smile. You can smile.
He just went. He just went after somebody I had already. I'm like, nigga, why?
I was thinking of something else. Never mind.
Oh, we'll get to you in a second.
That's another thing. I heard Santiago going but we're not gonna do that because he ain't do nothing wrong.
Nobody did that.
That's what I'm talking
The
about.
way you asking questions is making it sound like when niggas fuck other niggas, like,
Whoa.
no, fuck other niggas shorties is wrong. Y'all niggas about to get me on some, oh, who's this nigga with the dreads? Never bring him back here
You
again.
Bati boy.
Yo. What I was about to say is fuck niggas shorties. Look at y'all. You ain't go crazy and shit. But
New year, new queer.
no sir. Not me. Nigga saying welcome to the party. I'm on the party and saying it me.
Yo.
Uh,
All right.
Yeah, let's interject into the next. Like,
Wait, I thought we was getting to him.
Nah.
I can't front. Let's get into you because niggas trying to make it seem like it's bad that on some.
All right. Look.
I feel like in certain situations is different.
All right.
Like,
Look. If somebody gets caught in the crossfire, that's different than
Thank
fucking
you.
somebody else's
you.
girl or anything.
Thank you.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Thank you.
You want to move on to that so bad.
That's it. Have you?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Look, man, son.
sometimes I don't.
When you're
this
in,
is not
when,
about
Is
me.
it running the red light?
When you're in,
Is it,
wait,
wait,
when
I
you're,
got a question. Is it running the red light?
you're wilding. Yes.
Whoa.
Yo, if you never have to ask, is it running the red light? It's running the red light.
If she's your girl though.
Finish the question.
If she's your girl though.
What?
If she's running the red light.
What about it?
On what
Nigga,
day?
are you K slaying, nigga? That's the question.
Yeah.
On day one?
Ooh. It depends on the girl. They got different.
No,
flows.
it's your girl.
Nah. Oh.
We need to answer 2020.
No, I can answer you right now. Yeah, it's a wrap.
Oh, you hear that? 2020. If you running, you Christian's girl, it's lit. He's giving you all the inches. You feel me? Like, oh, that's gay.
Oh, that's gay.
I'm trying to promote my son. That nigga said it was wild quiet. Like,
Episode name.
Oh, that's
oh, that's gay.
Yo, Armando, come in here. We talking about fucking other bitches.
Don't do it. 2020. Don't do it.
What's good, man? What's the question, yo?
We were to close this topic out. We heard everybody's response. Matter of fact, I'm gonna let you in here too.
I got
Fuck- fuck.
You can go right ahead and say it.
All right, so with fucking this same girl as one of your homies, we it's happened.
Yeah, it's happened.
It's happened. Is it ever been intentional?
Well, like, let's say I went after my man's girlfriend knowing that
Not
was
even his girl. It could have just been a body he caught.
like not just knowing, but it wasn't inspired to that. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like, you.
I mean, I've had situations where, like, friends might have dealt with someone in the past and, like, either they stated, like, listen, man, I don't really care, so, you know, God power, you know, you have my blessing, whatever. Or situations where I find out after the fact, like, oh, because, you know, you might have met somebody in college or whatever,
Yeah.
Right.
through other walks of life, and then you'd be like, yeah, you might have showed them, like, hey, yo, that girl right there. And in the midst of you saying, like, yo, you know that girl, you realize he's like, yeah, I knew her through this, you know, walk of life, and you're like, oh, shit. but whatever. But personally speaking, on the first one I mentioned, as far as like guys saying like it's okay, bro, go ahead. Personally, I've learned, you know, through those experiences. It only happened a couple times, but I feel like they
a couple shit.
They I feel like a lot of men will tell you, look, I don't care, because they want to keep up that.
Oh, they don't. Yeah.
That rough persona, but it's like, bro, especially when they had like a real. You come to find out like they had a real deeper relationship than you kind of let on, and you're like, all right, bro. Now I feel bad for even bringing this to you.
Yeah, don't tell me you don't care.
Yeah, because you gotta care somewhat.
Whether I'm a fuck.
Whether you don't have.
Be honest with me, because bro.
1, 2, 3, 4.
You tell me you don't care.
Yeah, like, because you only have one time to answer that question. I'm gonna ask you one time.
Yeah.
You say you don't care. Cool. I'm not gonna babysit the situation.
It's a yes or no question too.
2020 is all about transparency and being super real with yourself.
So you let them know before you crack. That's what I'm talking about.
Exactly. So whatever you do, you gotta really make sure you let people know how you feel about certain. Like, you know what I'm saying? If that's your man's and you don't want him to smash your woman, then you say, yo, I'm not with it. You know what I'm saying?
The fact that I gotta tell the homie not to fuck the bitch.
All right, here's the thing.
There's a lot of safety dudes out here. If it's ever been
your girlfriend or anything, it is not okay. Two, you should never have to tell your homeboy not to fuck her.
I ain't talking about girlfriend.
We're talking about
question. Is it bro code for? Do I have to let you know? Like, all right, if you know that I've been with a chick.
Mm-hmm.
Is it bro code to not fuck her just because you know I've been with her?
Nah, you gotta make sure you let your mans know.
I have to let him know. Even though, like,
you gotta let your mans know.
Let's say I smashed her once. She's not my girlfriend at all.
You still like her?
The homie? No, I don't like her. It was just like one time thing.
Is
it bro code to know she's like off limits?
If that was a one night stand and there was no emotional connection, then I don't
she's
feel
not
like
off limits.
like
she's not off limits if I smash her once.
But if there was emotion,
that has to be communicated.
Really?
That has to be communicated. That has to be communicated though.
If you said it one time, I feel like if there's a girl that you basically let's say I had a one night stand with, there's no emotional connection, it's just whatever, and then let's say you did it and I come meet her the next day or whenever, is it breaking bro code if I want to go after her
afterwards
in any capacity?
Let me say this.
If one of the bros want a wife, a shorty that I killed.
No, not even wife.
He's just
cracking.
Just cracking? And it says a one night stand?
Yeah, like one night
What's
stand.
the problem?
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the problem?
Now, if you
do you agree too?
No. I'm not.
Go ahead, continue.
All right, let me say this because, like, I can't front. But niggas be saying, like, yeah, bro, go ahead. But then in the back of their mind,
you're like,
they be hurt. They be hurt. Nah, if they really like that. I should have never said that. Like, on some shit.
I still see your shadows in my room.
Yo, but that's fact. And then now you look like the bad guy, like on some damn son, like I ain't just ask you.
And I think another thing that happened
with you.
Yeah. Like I think another thing that happened low key is like dudes really like to downplay the extent of the relationship that they're in with a female. So like the whole time you might have seen him around her. He might be like, yeah,
that ain't nothing.
Girl.
That ain't nothing.
She be following me around, this, that, and the third. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't really.
Mind you, they ice skating on Bryant Park and 42nd Street.
Like, he tell you he got her around because she buys some weed. But little do you know they went on a date before that, and the weed was part of the date.
Bryant Park,
like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like,
He took her to Bryant Park.
That's a free date.
That's
I get it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Wait, the ice skates is free?
Yeah, it's free.
What, Bryant Park?
Yeah.
Bryant Park it is. It's not free.
Nah, it's free.
I paid for that shit.
They got you.
They got you.
Wait, the ice skates is free too?
Nah, you gotta rent the skates.
No, it's not free.
That's what I'm saying. It's not like I just walk in with no money.
I'm saying, but if you got skates, it's free.
I mean, if you got skates,
if you got skates,
you got socks, right?
Shout out to my son Warren. My nigga Awesome definitely put me on to that game.
Oh, the ice game.
The ice game shit.
Time on it,
nigga, I'm nice at ice game. I ain't gonna hold you.
You pure white and shit.
Hell yeah, nigga. Nah, wait, what is that?
That shit you twirl and you.
Oh nah, nigga. Hell no.
Oh, my son.
Nah, nigga, don't.
You know what's crazy? When I first in Houston, there's ice skating.
Yeah.
You wouldn't even fathom that
That's
shit.
like the Jamaican bobsled team.
Huh?
Shout out to them, by the way. I am of Jamaican descent, so shout out to them.
Oh, is that like that? Cool Runnings. Cool Runnings, my niggas.
I don't know about nothing about
Jamaican
shit.
Y'all remember Cool Runnings?
You gotta say that on camera, bro. You gotta say that on camera.
They got the colors too.
They heard me.
Oh shit, this nigga do got the colors.
I don't know about that
Not
Jamaican
really.
shit, but you know, Big Trinity Vincent and shit, you know. My son, you know, Sapase Nabule on the camera, you feel me? You know.
I forgot what we were talking about.
Not wepa. That's Puerto Ricans. What y'all be saying?
We say a lot of shit.
Plátano. Los papas fritas. You feel me? Who used to say that shit?
This nigga just said French fries.
Yeah.
Nigga, who said that in fucking the first year of Spanish? That nigga that used to live down the block from us, bro. Not down the block from the school. The nigga that used to double jump in the hallway, bro.
Interesting school.
Terrence, nigga. My son Terrence. That nigga used to double jump in the hallway. Y'all niggas was laughing like I didn't see that shit.
Super Mario?
Bro, the nigga used to touch the inside, the top of the hallways. And y'all know that shit was dumb long, bro.
Y'all know if y'all fuck a bitch over 6 feet,
Yeah,
that's
pause,
gay.
pause. Huh?
What?
If y'all fuck a chick that's over 6 feet, that's gay, because that's a nigga.
Says who? I'm over 6 feet, so that's a stallion.
The woman is over 6
Wait, so you not fucking Meg the Stallion?
Nah.
That's a nigga.
You said nah?
That's a nigga.
He said that's gay.
You said nah?
Fucking Meg is
nigga.
gay?
Yeah.
That's a lot of women.
That's a lot of niggas.
Bro, you not fucking Meg the Stallion?
Nah. How? She's over 6 feet?
Nah, she's probably like 5'11" or some shit, maybe 5'10". I don't know.
That's 6
She's a
feet,
woman.
that's damn near.
Alright, so what about, I don't know her height for real, but let's say Skylar Diggins in the WNBA. She probably 6 feet.
I
Those are
fucked the
niggas.
shit out of her, but she got Shaq too, didn't she?
She got Shaq?
I have no
Yeah.
idea.
What that means? Shaq fucked her?
What else could Shaq mean?
What rank in life do you have to be to fuck a bitch and it's called getting what your name is? That's fire.
When you're the best center that ever played
Right.
basketball, that's what happens.
I've been had that status. You got christened?
Best center that
Yeah.
ever been center.
One of the most dominant, I
You
should
tip
say.
a bitch in
I
water?
already got a fucking.
I want to be.
Hold on. Can I?
Yeah, oh, he's just about to black on you.
Sports talk. Tune in.
He said the best.
Oh, wait, hold on. We can't talk about sports. They complain.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
Nah, don't listen
No,
to
we're
that.
talking about getting pussy though,
All right.
right?
Nah, continue what you were gonna say
Yeah.
though.
The best center that played basketball, Shaq.
I mean, especially considering the fact that, you know, I was born in 91, so in my lifetime, since I've been actually watching basketball, yeah, Shaq was well, he's definitely the most dominant. Was he the most skilled? Probably not. But I think when you're the most dominant, I feel like that just automatically
Fucking
makes you the
skill
best.
when you scoring 30 points, 18 rebounds,
That nigga Shaq was wild.
10 blocks, you feel me? And 5 assists just cause.
And imagine
Just
if he
'cause-
took basketball
just 'cause.
seriously.
Huh?
Imagine if he took basketball seriously and like, you know.
Wait, you don't think he took a basketball
Now
seriously?
he say himself he could have worked harder. You know, he's made mention of that.
I mean, I
Kobe's
feel
did
you.
on
When
him
he
for
was
that.
in the movie Kazam, I'm like, this nigga's wilding.
What was he doing with that
Nigga,
time?
What the
Movie
fuck is
just
this
won a
movie?
Yeah.
This nigga was still.
Yeah.
That was probably the worst DC movie of all time.
That was a DC movie?
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Still is like he's like one of the Supermans.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
Oh, he's
Huh?
I agree.
DC can't make no moves.
Nah, I think one of the
He stepped
Supermans
the game up.
was alright.
Nah, they were all trash.
One of the I forget the name of the shit.
Superman?
The first Superman.
One of them shits was alright.
The
the
one
first one.
from the 60s.
But
They were
nigga
saying-
that plays the Witcher now? The nigga Henry
Yeah.
Cavill?
Yeah,
He's an arm bill, Cavell.
That nigga, that shit was trash. All that shit was trash.
All right, so back to fucking tall chicks. You said that's gay.
Yeah, nigga.
Why is that?
I
Why?
can't
I gotta learn. I gotta. Please tell me why.
Google,
Nah,
like sexy
he
tall
ain't
girls.
tell me why yet. I just know,
Because
you know,
those are
this
niggas.
up. He ain't tell me why yet.
Those are niggas.
Those are niggas.
see,
What
you
makes
see.
them? You know what I'm saying?
They tall as fuck.
They tall as fuck.
They niggas height.
But, oh, perfect.
They
They
niggas
damn near tall as fuck.
Nah, y'all not fucking with
She ain't 6 feet.
She was damn near 6 feet in high school, bro. Come on, she was taller than you in high school. She
Yo,
was
Ju-
taller than you in high school.
Everybody was. What the fuck?
So you not fucking her?
I ain't on the same boat as him. I'm fucking.
Are you fucking her? Yes or no?
Yeah.
So what's the difference?
Nothing. I agree.
That she's a man?
No, I agree with y'all.
Who are you agreeing with, bro?
I ain't gonna lie, I'm trying to find some on Google. Google's not
Exactly.
flattering
You
to
coming up with like
the hottest
basketball
sick
players
tall
and
women.
shit.
Oh, matter of fact, the Australian bitch. The one
Yo.
that played for the...
Oh, when I plays tennis?
No, the one that played basketball. She's Australian.
I don't know no WNBA
She's
stars.
black. She's Australian.
Yo, there's this
She plays
one
for the
tall
green
ass
one, the
chick.
green team.
There's
Yo.
this one tall
That's
ass chick
Sue
on the
Bird played for.
Vegas Aces. She's
I-
cute, but she's like 7 feet.
I just want to let y'all know, yo, holla at me. We ain't got no type. 6 feet, 5 feet. Holla at me real quick, yo. You heard?
Time out.
Well, you like short girls too?
Niggas use that as
Ain't no tight, bro. Ain't no tight.
All right, if she's 4'11", that's too
so
short.
who's better, short
We
girls
out
or
here.
tall
Ain't no
girls?
tight.
Who's better? Like,
Ain't no
Like-
tight.
Like,
2020.
perfect height
huh?
is like 5'6", 5'7" for a tall nigga. Cause I don't know, as a 6'2" nigga, it's cool fucking with a bitch.
So are you cool with a 6'2" woman?
Yeah, cause I'm tall. It don't
Facts.
intimidate me. I feel like niggas.
It's not about being intimidated.
That's what I feel like it is though. Cause if you like 5'5",
Get on the mic,
5'6",
yeah.
5'7",
Get on the mic,
and
bro.
girls like
Get on the
6'2".
mic, bro. Talk your shit.
I'll be out here there.
Watch
Okay,
yourself.
that probably did though. Nah. I don't know. For a tall person, it's different because you can see, like, I feel like when a girl puts on heels, you know, they get 6 inches to get a little taller. So niggas be like,
6 inches, all right.
6 inches. This nigga got the little PB.
so niggas be feeling like on some, you know, like on some, nah, I can't have my girl like on some taller than me type shit. Like they feel a way about that. Not everybody. I'm not gonna say.
I mean,
everybody.
I have no choice because like I'm short as shit. But
Yeah, but like you don't care about the shit like that. Well, do you?
I prefer shorter girls though.
You prefer
He
short
just,
girls?
what do you mean you don't care? You just say
Oh,
you
yeah,
gay
you
if you
said
fucking
it's a
chick
man.
with
It's
6
a
foot.
man. Nah, but as a
So basically, if your chick is 5'9", she's a girl, but if she put on heels, she's a nigga.
When she puts on heels, she's sexy as shit.
nah, bro, good some long ass legs, some good sexy long ass legs, bro. How tall is Bernice Burgos, bro?
Probably not
Not that
that.
Probably
tall.
not that tall, yeah.
Her daughter fire.
Yeah.
I thought it was fire, but she getting fucked by who? Some
probably-
nigga.
Question: Would you
Diddy.
do a threesome with her daughter and her and her?
Yes.
That'd be fire.
Would you let her eat her ass? Would you let her? Would you let her eat your ass?
Wow.
That's
What? Is that gay?
No. Yes.
Yo, Bernice Burgos is
Like 45.
I know Dominicans fuck with that. Do you fuck with that?
She's
What?
fine.
Bitches eating your ass?
No.
I know Dominicans fuck with that.
I know Dominicans eat ass, but
Yes, we. I mean,
He
we,
said yes, we
you
do,
don't eat
but-
ass.
do you eat ass?
Hell no.
You don't eat ass?
Before I leave, I tell him, hell no.
Wait, you don't eat ass?
You say it like it's normal? Hell no.
It's not normal.
Dominicans eat
Yo,
ass.
it's 2019. It's about to be 2020. Y'all not eating ass?
Dominicans don't eat ass. I'm gonna say this.
You eat ass?
That noise.
Wait, maybe because me and my son Drew was on some Caribbean shit, and that shit is on some big bataman, Lord, big fish, Bollaman, Antiman, all that shit. That's just a dub, bro. Anything up the ass or anything that's like, what the
So you
ass
never
is
did it
that?
by accident?
Hell no.
My nigga, I don't even eat box, my nigga.
Oh, you're
lying.
lying. You never ate pussy before?
I ate pussy once in my life.
And what happened?
Once in my life.
What happened?
And for my disclaimers, my son can confirm that shit.
He was in
It wasn't me. I wasn't.
He was there.
No funny? He was
Wait.
not there.
How can your homie confirm that?
He confirmed that because he know the bitches I fuck. And then I can't front. They always be like, because every I can't front. Bitches always be calling my friends or like bitches I know be like on some, Kofi really don't eat no pussy? No, I don't eat no pussy. I
Why
can't
not?
front.
Wait, what's
Huh?
wrong with
Your name
eating
is
That's
pussy?
gay
Kofi.
too?
Your nickname is No Eat No Pussy.
That's not my nickname.
Wait, why don't you eat pussy?
Bro, I ain't gonna lie. There's some Caribbean shit, son. Like,
Nah, I seen Caribbeans and porns eat like mad pussy.
what Caribbean nigga you seen in porn eating pussy? You seen Bob Cartel or some? You
Nah, not no singers.
Do you consider Dominicans Caribbean?
Yeah, facts.
Yeah.
Oh, what? They eat ass,
Yeah.
pussy, like they eat
I'm
everything.
gonna say Jamaicans and Trinis and Guyanese and niggas like that
Black.com.
because
That's what that sound like.
Sound like his favorite.
you ever heard?
That's my favorite site.
I
That shit is high quality as fuck.
That's the new age. You
Oh,
feel me?
you nigga know.
I'm keeping up.
Go to the new site.
Dude,
Yes,
I'm
bugging, please.
I'm keeping up.
Full
Buck.
videos.
That's the new age. That's the new age of like these Caribbean people that's eating boxing shit. Them old head niggas, like niggas like Vibes Cartel and Buju Banton and them niggas.
Wait.
Them niggas not eating no pussy, bro. I'm telling you that for a
So
fact.
here's my question. You say you ate it once. You didn't fuck with it?
Nah, I can't.
Why?
Front. I did not.
It didn't taste good. Like
That shit stunk.
Maybe this shit.
You ain't some bad.
I gotta know what situation y'all in, cause like if it's my girl, if somebody like really.
That shit is fire, bro.
But if
Like
if it's a one night thing, like I just mentioned, it's no problem.
See that I respect that, but this niggas out here one night stand be on some.
Nah,
all in that shit, nigga.
hell no.
Get that shit nice and wet, and then there's on
Oh
some.
my god.
Is that you?
Nah.
Nigga will be getting his beard nice and drippy, nigga.
Nigga pull out like new drip.
New drip,
That's
new
nasty.
New drip. Who's this?
Wait, so I think you might be the only. Wait, you eat pussy?
Nah, I know. No. This is an anomaly. I know that. I know I probably didn't say the word right, but
Anomaly. Yeah.
Anomaly,
yeah, y'all heard that. I ain't repeating it.
Yeah, America.
But I can't front because everybody they say I be bugging too. My homies be saying,
Yeah,
Kof,
bugging.
you bugging. Shit, nigga.
Wait, so you're never gonna eat pussy?
I never said that. I probably am also when I get married, if I ever get married or some shit. But right now,
So will you ever eat ass?
That's a real
nigga, you talking about eating ass? I ain't mean eating pussy yet.
That's
You
why
talking about eating
I'm
ass.
curious to know how does it work for a nigga who never ate anything.
Nah, that's a complete dub. I can't front. That's a complete dub.
I'm not into that either, but
I can't front. I don't know, son.
That shit lit.
that shit licked.
He said licks.
That shit licked.
I can't front. I be hearing like bitches be falling in love with niggas that be doing shit like that. So I can't front. To
It's a
each his
fact.
own. That's a fact though. Nigga. Females really be falling in love to niggas that be on some eating their ass, bro. I'm telling
Yo, you eat ass?
Everyone with a beard needs to be on the podcast.
That's why I That's exactly why I got no beard.
Oh shit! He don't even know.
I
Alright.
never grew in because the vagina juices.
Vagina.
That shit turn your shit to a chia pet. Pussy.
Oh shit.
Here's what I'm gonna say, y'all. Okay. If you with somebody that's really worth it, eat the ass, man.
Amen. Yeah, we are.
Scoops.
Yeah.
I think
What you do some
Yeah.
dirt shit and also fucking some other nigga and you out here eating her ass
Alright.
this whole time and she
See,
also
I ain't,
fucking
but
with
I
other
ain't,
niggas.
I ain't talking about all of that, bro.
But how you gonna know all of that? You're not gonna know all of that until it's too
You
late.
said to yourself, yo, if I get, you said to yourself, and this is where I'm coming from. I'm coming from the same place you coming from. You said if I get married, you know, that's my shorty
Alright, so
for life.
you only eat her ass after you married.
No ass eating before
I'm-
marriage.
No ass eating before marriage.
If she's there, bro, and I know this is the person I'm gonna get married to, we here.
Would y'all let a chick eat y'all ass?
Hell
No.
Hell no.
Not
You
even
know what's
after
crazy?
marriage.
I'm not with
You
it.
said no,
No.
but you eating her
Yeah,
ass.
if you doing it, why would you want to receive
Look.
it?
See, that shit don't make no sense.
Yes, it makes perfect sense.
That's like if you eat pussy and you don't want your dick sucked.
No, it's completely different because we both got asses.
You got a good point.
No, it's not. Pussies and dicks are two different things. We both got asses. Only difference is my ass is a lot hairier than hers.
Yeah, that's your problem.
Yo, I'll trim your
Nah.
shit. Yo, just say, yo, I'll trim your shit for you.
That's
Can I eat it?
OD. No.
Nah, it's not.
I feel like a girl would volunteer to wax, literally your. I'm not
Hey,
but
yo,
if you can do it, how could you say no? She's gonna do it back, and I don't do it just for the record. But if you're gonna get it done, why not get it received? Like you gotta. If she wants to dig into your hairy ass, that's her problem. You know.
What about you?
1, 2, 3, 4.
All
All
right,
right.
fair.
Yeah, we gotta wrap this up. All right, so
We gotta go to 3 scoops.
yeah, we getting into 3 scoops.
Oh, shit.
We're gonna it's a lot of scoops today. It's like damn near 5 scoops, 6 scoops.
These are some outrageous questions.
All right,
So, in
right,
case
so-
for those that don't know,
right.
or especially the ones on the pod today and the guests,
Drew, you get a scoop too.
yeah, everyone. So 3 scoops is basically one thought that you have that has not been related to what we've talked about on today's episode.
It can be.
It
If you
can
want.
be, but or it could be a follow up or something like that. But anything that you want to get off your chest and
Pause.
feel like, yes, pause, that you want to address to the public, and feel free to express that publicly.
Yeah.
So, are we
Um,
letting them go first?
I mean,
I have one.
mine
You
ain't
can
that
go first.
spicy.
Okay.
Or mine is not that crazy.
Mine isn't either, but
But I had this
just got
thought
real talk. Go ahead.
because I was for Christmas. I was with a lot of my family and a lot of my younger cousins, and the whole shit with. All right, kids are the most honest people you will ever meet, and if a kid tells you something, it's true. Like if a kid tells you you're ugly, you're ugly.
Is that what happened?
Nah, no, not for me, please. But one of my cousins got in. One of my cousins got in trouble.
I'm damn sure told him he was ugly.
One of my little cousins got in trouble in school because he told the girl that she smelled. So my whole thing is you can't punish him
for being real.
He has no filter. He's honest. She probably stunk. That's my scoop. If you want to know the truth, go to a child. They will tell you like it is.
He can get punished because it's harassment, but yeah.
How is that harassment?
Harassment for like, how is he?
It's like 4.
4, yeah. Harassment on a 4-year-old? Like, come on, bro.
Yo, he said she stinks.
You gotta teach him how to censor.
All right. He should have said you should shower more often.
Wait, you should have gave her a moist towel.
He should have said. He should have. What he actually should have said. Hey, I think you're an amazing person, but at the same time,
a 4-year-old.
So where in life have you confirmed that what a kid tells you is honest and true?
That's facts.
What do you mean?
Where are you to confirm that? What has happened to you to learn to confirm that is the fact?
I don't know. They have no reason to lie. They don't know what lying is yet. They don't know how to.
I lied a lot when I was a kid. Fuck what you mean.
At 4 years old?
You don't remember that.
There aren't many facts coming from a 4-year-old.
They're all facts.
All
they know how to speak is what they see and observe.
It's their truth. It's not facts.
Like on the train.
Truth and facts are two
little
different
kids
things.
will point at the homeless panhandlers and beggars like, oh, he smells bad or he's ugly.
And that's facts.
I understand what you're talking about.
They don't really understand.
They don't have a filter yet.
They don't have empathy. Or
like, for example, you ever been on like out in public and then the little kid just staring at you? Yeah, it's like they don't know that's not.
Yeah, but what if you had a cologne that the kid didn't like and so that shit stinks, but other bitches fuck with it?
That's fair. Who cares?
Yeah.
You're not trying to impress a kid.
Well, that's my point.
But it's his. He said it good. Better. It's his truth.
They're voicing their opinions out loud. They're thinking out loud.
It's not facts.
Now,
though.
if 20
not
kids tell you
facts.
your
Be
new cologne
careful.
stinks, you might want to.
Yeah, there you go.
Here's what I'm gonna say to that. You have to teach people, especially young people, is the difference between what you think your truth is, what the facts are, and what your opinion is. All of these things are different, right? And you look at our society today, you talk about who's really spitting the truth, who's spitting facts. Mm-hmm. You really got to question that. You know what I'm saying? So when you're working with young people, man, just make sure that you know that what you're saying is your opinion, it's your truth, but it's not necessarily a fact. So don't think that we've evolved around your world, because we really not. You know what I'm saying? Like, we all living together in this world, so can't tell me that.
Some real teacher shit.
Teacher shit.
That was the point I was trying to make. You're always gonna hear.
I agree with you.
Yo, Christian, my Cash App. You already know.
Send that Venmo.
Send that Venmo.
You didn't even drop your Cash App.
I can go next, but do y'all have y'all's?
Go ahead.
I have mine, but you go ahead.
Yeah, I get it. It's no rush for me.
Yo, 2020, double up. Whatever you thought you was doing, you wasn't doing enough. So make sure you double up on your energy. Sacrifice, number 2. And 3, have integrity with what you do. Stay honest with yourself. Stay real. Because if not, you're going to be lying to yourself. You're going to be playing with yourself. So make sure you staying real with yourself. Don't lie to yourself.
Can I tell my job to double up on my pay?
Go ahead. You could definitely tell your job to double up with the pay. But you better make sure you got the work to convince them to double up.
I'll take a raise, but doubling up on the pay is quite substantial.
Super.
Quite substantial.
I agree.
That shit got white.
That shit got vanilla.
I agree.
But I got one.
Well, y'all two got
I'm super fascinated how I'm always fascinated with my scopes. I think it's super dope how when niggas talk about women, that's the only time we all agree on shit. We don't argue. We have a group chat where we send nothing but bitches, and we be like, oh shit, I think her ass is fat. We zoom in like, yeah, her ass might be fat. But wait, look, if you zoom in, look at the angles and all these pictures and shit like that, maybe it ain't fake. So we just like all collaborating, trying to figure out about these bitches and shit like that, but we're not arguing. It's like the only time.
We just argued about that though.
What?
like fucking women, right?
Stallion and all that.
Yeah.
Oh, the tall bitches, that's different though. Those are niggas versus bitches.
Oh my god.
Versus bitches.
Those are different. Y'all gonna learn.
3 scoops foiled.
It's not foil. Y'all gonna learn. Y'all gonna fuck a bitch. And she gonna be fucking you.
So she gonna be
tight.
Will you be tight?
He gonna be loose.
Shout out my son Joe from getting out the Iron Man cast, though.
That's a real fan. He knows the attire and everything. Anybody else? Scoop?
All right, so yeah, I guess I'll go next. I guess I'll say my message for the scoop and all that is that I think this year I witnessed a lot of people close to me, really achieve and go after what they wanted in life, and not trying to say that everybody's where they at supposed to be or whatever, but they're making the steps towards it, whether it's getting that job or going back to school or just doing whatever kind of foundational work to achieve a higher goal. I feel like I've been around a lot of good energy in that regards. So I would just want to tell people, like, no matter what your dream is or whatever it is that you want out of life, even if right now you're saying it and it sounds like, damn, I don't think this shit gonna work. I don't even know where to start. Like, nobody knows where to start, at the very beginning. So just keep after it, keep the work ethic, understand what you have to do, like everybody was saying, put goals in front of you and find practical ways to accomplish each goal. You don't have to necessarily constrain yourself to a time limit, but just keep at it, and if that's what you want to do, just keep at it, and you'll get it.
Respect.
All right.
Facts.
Got 2 more left.
Man, you gonna make me go after that awesome inspirational shit.
It isn't.
If you're not gonna come with
no
this,
format.
it's totally fine because I don't have that, so don't worry about it. Go.
I
was gonna say you can clearly see the difference between.
Like, hey, smoke weed every day. Like
you can clearly see the difference between who's normally on the pod doing 3 scoops and who's doing inspirational shit. Who's normal not on the pod doing 3 scoops.
My son just lifted everybody's spirits with that shit.
He about to bring it down.
You gonna bring it down.
Don't worry about it.
Creates balance.
Talk your shit.
It's a good balance, though.
It's all good.
Nah, I'm gonna keep it simple too. You feel me? What I gotta say is something simple that is gonna sound cliche, but I can't.
Sell the
front.
pussy, yeah.
Nah.
That's your 3 words?
I'm about to sell the. You right, gang?
That should go.
Sell the pussy. That's crazy.
I can't front. I can't say that because human trafficking. Human trafficking is real right now, so I'm not gonna say that.
Wild. That's wild.
You said 3 to the head. Wow.
Oh,
but
shit.
what I'm gonna say is, I can't front. Support your homies, my nigga. That's all you gotta do. I can't front. I can't strengthen that more than enough because I can't front. Your little repost, your little retweet or whatever, you never know who's gonna see that. Hopefully, one of your followers and be like, "Nah, who's this? This nigga's real," and then that shit could change everybody's life. You feel me?
Yep.
Feel me? Like, so that's all I gotta say.
I low-key hope like the people, like I support a lot of, because I have a lot of homies that's doing like a lot of different things.
Exactly.
I'm all for them doing it, but even though I might not like show it like I guess virtually, like I might not share everything that they post. I'm OD rooting for them. Period.
Exactly.
I hope they understand.
Exactly. And you can't base like what you think people fucking with you is or your success is off people showing you all that's like I can't like every single post of yours. I can't share every single post.
That's a fact. That's a fact though. That's a fact.
If it's a song or an episode or whatever, like I can't be there all the time for you. You gotta know I support you mentally. If you see it, acknowledge it.
I'm always gonna root for the homies. Like,
exactly.
Like it doesn't matter what you do. I mean, unless it's some illegal shit, but like I'm always gonna root.
Support your homie doing some
don't get caught.
Nah, I'm always root for the homies.
Time out. You don't smoke no weed. You don't smoke weed like that.
I don't smoke weed. I don't smoke at all.
Yeah, you don't smoke at all. That's a fact. So it's a little different because like. Can't front. I'm supporting my homie that be selling me the drugs.
No, I'm not against niggas selling drugs, but like that's not like for illegal shit. Like I ain't for them niggas like out here trying to like steal bitches and shit like that.
Oh, like on some human trafficking.
Yeah, shit. I'm not supporting that.
Go to jail real soon because niggas in the hood is not jacking that shit. If niggas in the hood's not jacking it, you're a real dub.
Yo, you know what's crazy? That's dead ass a fact.
That's a fact.
If niggas in the hood like, yo, that's wild. If you make a nigga from the hood say, yo, that's wild, you wildin'. Like,
that's what happened to the one shorty that on some fake kidnapping.
Yeah, we talked about that shit.
Yeah. That's a fact.
When niggas wanna say, "Yo, that's wild," that shit is wild, man. You gotta
reposting that shit like, oh nah.
Niggas going to Liam Neeson for this bitch.
Y'all wildin'. That's why her ass was like, yo, I gotta turn myself in, you dumbass bitch. Yo, she's dumb as hell. I can't front.
She's 16.
Quick question, Kofi: Honduras or the Bronx? Would you rather live in?
Delta flight. Wildin'. 200.
Hey, Honduras gang in this bitch.
You feel me? You wild. Nah, I can't front. Shout out to my Bronx niggas. They be doing hella good shit out there.
Hella crime. And hella crime.
Shout out to the stove. Shout out, you feel me? My sons I went to school with and heard them niggas doing great shit out there. You feel me? The grade 8. Follow them, my nigga. You know, I had my fault.
Shameless plug. No, it's fine, nigga. It's fine, nigga.
You feel me? Shout out to grade 8.
Send that Venmo.
Yeah, send the Venmo.
Send that Venmo. You heard? I needed that staple. I need t-shirts.
That's the merch.
Merch coming soon.
Right.
Send that Venmo.
All right, we'll wrap it up.
Oh shit. So yeah, like I said, clearly those who are not normally on the podcast came with the more positive vibes, but something to just although it might have been we've kind of talked about it before on the podcast, but this week especially, really feel the need to get this message out there, and I hope these motherfuckers are listening. But to all the tourists that come into New York City, especially during this holiday weekend,
polish wood.
Fuck y'all! I swear to God, y'all fucking annoying because you can't stand in the right places. Y'all don't know how to fucking move right. You don't know how to move right. You don't know. You stand in the middle of fucking places you can't stand at, and you should know that. If anyone talks about fucking manners, that said New Yorkers don't have fucking manners, y'all are fucking stupid. I swear to God, because this is fucking ridiculous. The way you get in my fucking way when I just need to get to the fucking train. Yeah, and they're fucking rude about it. They don't give a fuck. They don't. They stand right in front of the fucking subway entrance when the subway is completely fucking empty. The fucking people I work in a motherfucking tourist attraction, which is a fucking nuisance, but I deal with that shit, but not anymore. Y'all fucking stupid. You don't know how to move right.
I know.
You stand in the fucking it's ridiculous. You don't know how to maneuver. Fuck your kids. I was like, you don't know how to fuck. I swear to God, fuck them kids. I swear to God, no, because they don't know how to fucking move either. You don't know how to control your kids and shit. Learn how to parent.
You can't blame the
kids. No, they don't know how to fucking parent at all.
It's like they don't know how to parent, so you can't blame the kids.
Fuck them kids. Then you come in, not literally, like, you know what I mean. Come on now, let's be a little bit more. But like, y'all need to learn how to maneuver right. Do some research when coming to New York. You need to research when coming to New York the proper ways of doing shit. There should be like a fucking site on like the kind of like the unwritten rules, or maybe they should be written on like how to maneuver in New York City.
It should be written on the floor.
Learn this. If you gonna stop, move to the side and then stop. Don't fucking record me. We're already recording. But like, you need to learn to move to the side. Don't stand in the middle of the fucking sidewalk and say, "Oh shit, look, it's a Chipotle." Like, you don't need that. Oh shit, Chipotle. Like, we don't fucking need it. There's Starbucks on every fucking corner. Just go in that shit. Don't look at it and take a picture of it. Like, all you're doing this shit is for the fucking. All that shit is for the fucking gram, and it's so fucking annoying. They're taking their fucking 1-year-old kids to the fucking Christmas tree. The 1-year-old kid can't experience that shit. It's not gonna remember shit. But all you're doing is for the fucking photo to share to people. Stop it. You get in my way. You make me late. Fuck you. Thank you.
Wow.
Yeah, I've never seen the mics look like that, son. You fucking.
I can't front.
That was a passionate ass rant.
I second everything you said.
That's a fact, though. Yo, I work in the city. Tourists take pictures of the dumbest shit.
It's the stupidest shit.
They take pictures of fucking garbage cans.
Yep.
Bus stop signs.
Oh shit, we have blue ones in the
like shit that you don't give a fuck about. They're stopping, taking a photo. You're like, listen, I got X amount of time for my lunch break. Get the fuck out of my way. The goddamn Smash Burger's already crowded. I don't need you crowding shit up.
Smash Burger gave me food poisoning, by the way. So FYI, be careful when you go to that shit, even though it might be good.
It's good as hell.
For real? That shit fire though.
Yeah.
I had that shit before.
Real
On 33rd, yeah.
Quick question on like New Year's and tourist shit. You ever went to see the ball drop?
No, never will.
Real New Yorkers.
That's fucking right.
Real New Yorkers do not see the ball drop.
Never.
You feel me? Everybody that you see on that news channel is
It's not
all
from
niggas
New York.
that's not from New
Stay
York.
the fuck out.
Nah, I ain't gonna say stay the fuck out because
That's
you
a fact,
wildin'.
stay out.
Y'all saying stay the fuck out until New York turned into the Wild Wild West and
It
niggas.
already is.
It already is.
No, I'm talking about on some niggas is broke, nigga. Niggas got no bread
I'm broke as shit.
because we live here. Nah, I can't front. That's why I moved out to Houston.
You ain't move out about the shit.
So I don't even know.
I kicked you out.
Niggas like home. I lived home. I can't front. I lived at home with my mom when I used to live in New York. I moved out to Houston, got my own crib. I tried to move out when I was living with my mom. They asked me. They said, literally looked at me in my face. Or some shit.
Said, move to Texas, nigga. Said, fuck it. I guess I got it.
They ain't call me a nigga, but that's damn near. That's basically what they said because them niggas was talking about $1,800 for rent. I said, yeah, y'all niggas could polish wood, pack that shit up. But hopping on the plane with a duffel bag and said, yeah, I'm out of here.
Oh, with just a duffel bag?
Bro, I went out there with a duffel bag and some dreams, nigga.
And weed.
Nah, no weed.
A black and mild?
Wow, you disrespected me. Nigga disrespected me. Nigga said black. I haven't spoken to black since I was like in middle school. Some shit, man. Damn, Will. I thought we was bros.
Alright. Thank y'all for tuning in.
Nah, I love you. I love y'all niggas, man. I can't front. This is good vibes out here.
I want to thank all of our guests. I want y'all to come back and tell the people where they can find you.
Like, this is the sound.
I can't find me nowhere. Nah, I'm joking. You feel me?
Smoked out whatever you want. You know,
smoked out
Kofi. You want to tell them about?
Kofi Lion. You feel me? I'm just a regular teacher.
Yeah, shout out your Instagram.
A regular teacher.
I'm just a regular teacher that y'all think will never be a teacher. You feel me? Add me on Instagram. Y'all gotta follow me, nothing like that. Yeah, Kofi Lion. You feel me? KOF _ Lion. You feel me? I got nothing else to say.
All right. Shit, thank you.
All right, yo. These are my dogs. Y'all better
pay
America.
Pay up.
Send that Venmo.
Send that Venmo. All right.
Send that Venmo.
Come on,
I
now.
got to get the t-shirts.
We gotta get
man. Keep it short. I got much to say. I appreciate everybody having me on and kind of improvisation type of thing. I don't think I can say that right. But I don't got nothing to promo for real. Y'all can find me on social media, Drew York City, probably on like damn near every platform for real.
Drew York Minute.
Hey.
But other than that, I'll be blessed for the new year, and I'm out.
Yo, happy fucking New Year to all my fucking people out there. Young Vision on the gram. You know what I'm saying? If y'all trying to catch this work, let's get this work. Fuck with these niggas. I don't know. They talking about no 2020 goals. Holla at me. Shout out to Smile in the background. But I appreciate the opportunity, yo, to really come out here and have a conversation. What I encourage for everybody else to do. If you got friends, man, be transparent, be self-honest, and keep doing your thing because that's what's really gonna help you stay authentic. You know what I'm saying? So keep going with that, man. Thank y'all. I appreciate it.
Yes, thank you. So be sure to subscribe to us on all platforms at Neapolitan Podcast. Become a patron, subscribe on YouTube, and pay it forward.
And send that Venmo.
Send that Venmo.
PSA, the booty warrior been out for 3 years, so y'all niggas be worried. That's a nigga that said not Chris Hansen, but Chris Handsome. No. 1, 2, 3, 4. That nigga fifth. But that nigga been out for 3 years, bro.